happy Michael Myers Sunday.
That's right.
What's up, folks? I hope everybody's had a great Sunday, and we have our esteemed guest, Mr. Matt Artz, is here tonight to hang out with us.
Awesome. Happy to be here.
Woo!
Yeah, but we're talking about this for a while. We kept saying we gotta get
Good to see you, Matt.
Gotta get him on.
Good to see you, bud.
Thanks for having me. I'm excited. This is awesome.
Gonna get him on here. Gonna get him on.
I appreciate it.
Talk some Halloween tonight. We're going to rank the endings of the Halloween movies tonight. We're going to talk about some collectibles because we're all big collectors, as everybody can see. So we get to show off some stuff tonight. Did you pick up anything good at the HorrorCon, Matt?
At the HorrorCon, I didn't make any purchases, but I did get a couple souvenirs from some friends that we made. One of them, do you want me to show it to you now?
Yeah, we usually show our new stuff. Go right ahead.
Yeah.
Absolutely. I mean, it'll be a bit of a spoiler for tomorrow night's Monday night, but yeah, let me show you what.
All right, guys, close your eyes. Whoever hangs out on Monday nights.
The Fright Shop gifted Sue and I each one of these new T-shirts that they have available.
Oh, nice!
And nice. This is from the Fright Shop, and our buddy Derek, and he's out at Haunted Screams every year. He's a regular viewer of Michael Myers Monday too. He's probably watching this tonight too.
Nice.
What's up, Derek? If you are, but yeah, he totally surprised us and gifted us each with one of these badass Myers T-shirts. So
very cool.
Yeah, I can never have too many, as you guys know.
Is that a Fright Rags? That's a Fright Rags design, isn't it? Or no? I could be wrong.
I don't think so, but I don't know. I could be wrong. I don't know. I don't think so.
That's the same exact.
But it might. I don't know. Maybe it is. I don't know.
It's awesome. It's cool.
It's awesome either way. I know. Yeah, I couldn't remember right away. I mean, if it could be a Fright Rag. I don't know. You guys would probably know better than me.
Yeah, I think it is.
Yeah, I mean,
this looks good.
Got the jack-o'-lantern reflecting off the blade and everything. And, of course, Linda Death over there. Classic. The great PJ Souls.
That's a great shirt. If I buy more shirts, my wife's going to kill me.
That's the same. That's the same design I have in that etched light-up pumpkin. I've got one of those light-up pumpkins. It's got that design.
Okay. Oh, cool.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Very awesome.
Should pull that.
Nice.
Yeah.
Any other stuff you want to show? Anything else new?
As far as from the con,
or anything new, yeah, because we usually just show. I mean, we you know us, we just buy stuff constantly.
Oh yeah,
we just show what we picked up during the week. So if there's anything you picked up,
yeah, absolutely. Well, it wasn't technically within the last week, but you might have seen. I got this little guy from Spirit. I don't know if you guys have seen these.
The acrylic holder, right? Or the acrylic.
Yeah, these little acrylic guys. And I didn't even see them until Spirit sent us one in like a gift bag, and of course, anything Myers, but it's a cool little addition to my shelf. I mean, he's been sitting here on my computer since I opened him, actually, but officially licensed age 2.
That's badass.
And again, not technically from the last week, but let's see, more recent than that. What do I have around here that I can show you guys? Well, you might have seen my unboxing video. Here, let me take my earpiece out for this. But we've got this guy here. And this is one of my favorite new pieces.
Oh, that's the thing Joe's been. Did you get that, Joe, too?
Oh, you got that, right?
I'm waiting for mine to come in the mail. That looks great.
Yeah, I'm really happy with it. Yeah, I am stoked. It is so detailed, so nice looking. I love the pumpkin and the tombstone. I mean, it looks great.
I think creatively, that is one of the most unique ways of selling a figure or a statue, so to speak. Like an advent calendar, that is fucking genius.
Putting it together, yeah,
totally.
Yes,
I agree.
And straight out of context, it's a lot bigger than I thought.
Yes.
Hey, I heard a new thing. Anytime you say something suspect like that, you're supposed to say "no Diddy" at the end.
No Diddy. Okay.
No Diddy.
Okay. No Diddy. Gotcha.
Shout out to my boy Alex, El Gigante Gaming. I learned that from him today. They said some suspect stuff. He's like, no Diddy. I'm like, what'd you say? He's like, no Diddy. I'm like, that's fucking hilarious. I just lost it. Oh my god. Anyway, all right.
Nice. What we do is
we're wacky, Matt. We're wacky.
That's all right. Yeah, that's all good. Yeah, I love it. I love it.
Say hello to everybody real quick.
I figured if I was giving you vodka, I think I was giving you vodka cranberries at the VIP party.
Yes, that's right. You
I get them drunk.
Yes, yes. You kept me. You kept something in my hand most of the evening. I think.
Yeah, like I have to hold this camera here, so be easy with me.
Yeah. Yeah, well, I couldn't. I would have taken two, but yeah, I had to have the camera in one hand. So I've gotten good at shooting with one hand. If you didn't know, because you got to have the other one free for other
whatever
things every now and then to stay hydrated, right?
Got to stay hydrated. That's right.
There's Jeff's in the house. He's ready to talk some Halloween. And our good buddy Lurch.
Hey, Lurch.
Hey. Large posted on his IG page a very heartfelt message. It's been a year anniversary since
1 year today.
Yeah,
age 45 anniversary. So it's cool that Matt's here and everything, and it's kind of a culmination. Man, a year went by fast, didn't it, guys? God,
God.
Did it was our first time meeting Joe in person, Pat and I, and we had another friend that we met, Colorado, Joey. She had a real nice post on Facebook today too, talking about it. So there's a handful.
Yeah, a lot of people posted about it today. David Moore too. Remember we met him and his wife on the bus?
I didn't even think about it. I actually ran into Sean Clark at the airport at 6 a.m. Mountain Time this morning. I didn't even think about bringing it up to him. It's like, man, it's been a freaking year.
Yeah, this year went fast.
So Pat, he saw our podcast sticker and a Halloween Daily News sticker, and he saw his thing with two heads sticker on there. And I was going through security, and he's like, "What? Who is that?" He stops me. He's like, dude, you were here? And I'm like, yeah, I tried to find you. I didn't see you. He's like, oh, man, I didn't know you were coming into town. So I told him about the Mel Gibson thing, but he was in line for Mel Gibson, too. So
how was that, by the way, man? Meeting fucking Mel and Danny? Come on, man.
That was that's kind of like what we're talking about last year. That was that'll be something to. Oh, there, look at you put it up there,
dude.
It is. Yeah.
That is surreal, bro. That is surreal.
Awesome.
And
fucking
Mel
Riggs
Gibson,
and Murtaugh, bro. God.
I tried. Mel was cool. He was chill. He said "cheers, bitch" to me when I was walking away. I was like, okay.
Nice.
But Danny Glover, he was sitting a lot of the times, but he's getting up there though too.
He's up there, right? He's in his 80s, 70s, 80s or something.
It's got to be like that, yeah.
Yeah.
But it wasn't as busy for him because he was pretty expensive. It sounds like he's not going to be doing. This was kind of like a one-off thing, but never say never. Money talks, right?
Absolutely. Hey, Gene.
Tim. Hey, Tim. Welcome to the channel.
Yeah, Tim.
Our good buddy.
Yeah,
Colin
talk
Nerdy.
about a lot of stuff in a short amount of time. Yeah. Hey, Colin. Yeah. And Colin just posted, I guess we lost Chris Christopherson just today, too.
Did we? Oh, I didn't see that. I saw John Ashton, but I didn't realize Chris Christopherson, too. Wow.
Yeah. Looking terrible.
What a shame. Yeah. Our good buddy Bill, the Ever-Scathed.
There's Bill.
Really?
Oh, Bill has to get his proper intro every time he's in the chat. Where is it? Hold on. I'm all slow tonight.
Fuck the other Ever-Scathed. Fuck you. Sending me this shit.
There it is.
That's very
good.
Yeah, 2 in 1 day, man. Two legends too. Wow.
Yeah, like we said in our message though, it's like, yeah, John Ashton he didn't look the greatest in the last Beverly Hills Cop movie, but it was great to see him in it though.
What a way to go out.
It's kind of poetic, right? Like he holds on for that last film to be made, and then it's kind of like he was waiting for his last final hurrah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
that's crazy. That is crazy.
What we can do is we'll plow through our new stuff in our collection, and then let's just talk some endings of the Halloween films, and we'll rank them.
I'm excited.
See where they land on these 4 Halloween fanatics, where they land on their lists. So I got these. These were on sale, so I had to get them because they were half price. So I picked up the Halloween sneakers.
Oh yeah,
bro!
Nice.
That's Halloween.
$25.
Is it Halloween costumes?
Fun.com, Halloween costumes. Shit.
Yeah.
Did you buy both sets or just the one?
No, I should have bought both. I might go back and get the other set and maybe get another set to wear. My wife's like, "You gotta wear those?" I said,
Yeah, they're killer. They're gonna kill your fucking feet.
Yeah, they're pretty thin. That's why I don't think I wore them at age 45. I was like, let's get.
Yeah, I got fat feet. I got like triple E. I always have to get the wide shoes.
You got fat feet.
I do have fat feet. I got like they're like friggin' fins.
How much did you say they were?
They were 25.
25. Oh, that's not bad.
That's why I was like, shit, I gotta get them because they used to be they were like 50 or 60 bucks usually.
Yeah.
They were 25. I was like, whoa, I'm gonna get them. They have price.
Or like those custom like Nikes, right, Joe? Who, like they make those numbered Nike ones. They're like
ID
hundreds of dollars.
All that ID me shit. No, so they come with different laces and everything. That's cool.
Yeah, they
man.
come with an extra set of laces in orange.
Hey, that's fucking good bang for your buck. I like that.
And I got one of these. I already had one of the poster knives that was out of the box. I actually got it from Lido. So I figured this was, I think, was half price too. So I said, let me get one in the box. So I picked that up in the box. Why not? It's in the what's in the box? And of course, I had to get the display of the little Meyer stuff just because I had to.
Sorry.
You're a slut for that shit. I love it.
I just walk in and I'm like, is it okay? And they usually don't care. They're like, whatever, we're just gonna throw it out anyway. Take whatever you want. They don't care.
My God.
I love it.
So I believe that is it. Yeah, that's everything I got this week. Let me just double check. Yep, that's all I got this week. Oh, and of course I got my new light up sign.
Oh, very nice. I was gonna ask you what that looks badass.
Horror movie podcast live.
Oh, that's cool.
Oh.
I gotta find a better spot for it where it'll be a little bit closer. It's hard to see.
That's cool.
Yeah,
Nice.
this was a late night drunk purchase. I forgot about it. It showed up yesterday, and I'm like, what the hell did I order? And I'm like, oh crap, I forgot I ordered that. I was sitting up one night having a drink, and I'm like, oh yeah, why not? That looks cool.
Oh, good stuff.
I love it. I love it.
See with Brady sent me a picture of his stuff. This is nice. The Hitcher. That's the new
that big set, yeah,
set
from overseas, yeah.
Oh, look
Thing
at
is
that.
huge.
Rutger Hauer's the man.
He's the man. And who signed this?
Maggie Grace, who played the daughter, Kim. And she was
nice.
on, what was she on? Vampire Diaries, I think, Joe, right? Wasn't that her show?
Yeah, you're right. You're right. Yeah, she was really good.
Sweetheart of a girl. Yeah,
Great actress.
And who signed that?
Gina Davis. That's a.
Is that Gina? I thought that was her.
Hey, that's a very rare NECA, man. That's a rare NECA figure, my guy.
It's cool.
Yeah, found her for a good price, so I couldn't hold up. So yeah, very sweet lady too. Oh yeah, Toy Soldier. Now, have you guys seen this movie? This is a sleeper of a movie.
I love this movie. I always thought it was great.
Yeah, I'd never met Will Wheaton, so I added
Will Wheaton. I already had Sean Astin on there. I had the late great Lou Gossett Jr. on there, and the villain Andrew what's his name? Wishmaster guy, Andrew Devov. I don't want to
Devol or Devo, whatever the hell.
Yeah, who has a brewery? Pat, did you know that?
No, I like him already.
Yeah, he has his own brewery.
I'll grant you 3 wishes.
Oh.
Very cool.
Wishmaster stuff. And yeah, that's what I had Mel sign. That's an international too. And Danny Glover's on there. His is kind of hard to see. I had that from he was at Flashback a number of years ago.
That's awesome.
But yeah.
Good stuff.
Oh, I got this shirt too, really quick. Check out that bad boy.
Oh, that's nice.
That's awesome.
Hey.
Yeah. I don't know, Joe. Have you seen that from the one art at a show? Has that person ever been in any of your shows?
Wow, bro, not at all. That looks
Now,
fucking
Pat,
killer.
Pat, I got a flannel that I think you're gonna love. Look at this.
Warriors.
Oh, where'd you get that? You got that at the show too?
Yeah, I figured I was like, maybe
nice.
I should message Pat. I didn't get the message, buddy. But what do you think of that? You like that with all the killers on there?
Slashers. That's cool as hell.
The slashers.
That is
Sorry,
great.
I didn't want to take a picture of it. I was like, I'll just show it.
Sorry, I got to give a shout out
Thanks,
to Ryan Underwood. Up to no good.
Ryan. Yeah, Ryan joined in on our little live video from the Myers house last night, so that was cool.
Yeah, well, if you haven't checked it out, Brett went live a few times yesterday from Salt Lake City, Utah, and showed some of the stuff.
Thanks,
The thing that you didn't show, but I brought the picture up, was Ted Harris's demise.
Wow.
You know what? I was unselfish, Pat. I did not go to Bucky's area because I figured we should go there together, all of us, for the first time. I didn't go to the Bucky area.
Sign me up, bro. That would be amazing.
Oh, that's right. You didn't go to the Bucky area. I forgot about that.
That Halloween shit was me.
True.
Guys, maybe you guys have studied that area, like where the convention was at in downtown Salt Lake City. A lot of the 4, 5, and 6 locations, you could get there. Everything's within 20 minutes. I couldn't believe it. No joke. I was like,
That's
wow. Maybe except for like the gas station from 4, because that's a little bit more north. But everything's.
Yeah, we'll get there.
They keep it nice and neat. I like that. They keep everything nice and clean.
Oh yeah, that's like a big memorial right there. Yeah.
Oh man, that's really neat, man. It's good to see that.
Yeah.
Yes, everybody go check that out. That's not.
Thanks for showing that.
What did I do here? That's not all you got, Pat. Don't forget to mention the bubble guts you got from those brats and ales from Oktoberfest last night. Yeah.
Oh, that's raunchy.
I was at Oktoberfest yesterday. It was a rough night. I did get my Log Tavern Oktoberfest glass.
Very nice.
Oh, and I did get this. What the hell is it? They had this is what happens. You drunk buy stuff. There was like a local distillery, it's called Blackback rye whiskey. It's actually really good too.
Oh, you already opened it?
Nice.
No, they give us a couple samples. I'm like, yeah.
Oh, I was like, Pat, you opened it already? I'm impressed.
No, not yet.
Ryan, a little bit, but I got a couple things. I won't go too long. I promise. No Diddy. All right,
Little
so
mud
this is brand new, right off the press from Spencer's. This is a new H2 pillow. Check this shit out. Look at this.
Nice.
Oh my Lord, another pillow.
Another pillow.
It's a VHS box.
Yes,
That might be the coolest though.
Yeah.
Yes.
And if you unzip the bottom and you pull out the inside, it's a VHS pillow. It's an actual VHS inside.
Guess we're all going to Spencer's tomorrow, huh?
Dude, it is
Exactly.
awesome. I saw this and I think they had Killer Clowns from Outer Space. So this was incredible.
$20?
35.
Oh,
Yes, 35.
Oh,
So this is series
20%
3.
off coupon. Here we go.
These little universal keychains. You remember these little guys? So
Yep.
this is the third volume. So found his little ass. You know, these are always a bitch to find.
yeah.
Found him.
Isn't that coming in a little
Very
package? You have to
cool.
open it and see if you get it.
Yeah,
Oh,
this
Pat.
little mystery
Is that what you
package.
just
Yeah.
had?
Oh yeah, yeah.
I saw somebody
Um,
like that open some of them up and put it back. I was
Like they're in the store.
Pat, were you there? Joe, were you there?
Rest in peace to the Chucky series because I really liked the
Yeah,
series.
they canceled it.
And it just so
I'm sorry,
happened the
Joe.
day that they announced the cancellation, I found this holiday Chucky Ultimate figure from NECA, which was inspired by that Christmas episode. I don't remember what season it was. 2, I think. 2 or 3. Don't remember.
Wow.
But fucking,
Awesome.
it's fucking
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Fucking killer Chucky. Now I know someone in our, I'm not gonna say a name, Colin, who is a big fan of these older movies, The Horror of Dracula. Look at that, Christopher Lee. Hold on, open up.
Yeah, Joe is our NECA guy. He is our NECA man.
Awesome.
King NECA.
So
Impressive.
this was a pre-order and it came in the mail. It just so happened to coincide with when we had a show. We have, the Toonie Terrors. I'm a big whore for these guys. They decided to take more money and make a black and white versions. So they have these silver screen editions now. So they have this one, I think, and 3 others. But this is the first release so far. So anything to take money, right?
Awesome.
Those terror tunes, some of those are becoming valuable, man.
That's right. You remember Beetlejuice, the baby Beetlejuice? So they little funny. I just thought he was cute, so I was like, I got to get his ass. God damn it. Oh, I got this shit for a hell of a deal. I love my turtles, guys. The 4-pack. Look at this. Invisible Man, Creature, Mummy, Frankenstein's monster. The best part is when you open the flap up.
Oh my
And you
god.
get to see all the artwork. This is my fave, man.
That is awesome.
So
That's cool.
We got that, and I think I won't bore y'all with anything else, but that's
Joe,
about
you keep
it.
on going. I just laughed that
Hi.
you said you didn't get much.
I know. That is well to Joe. That's not much, Joe.
Yeah.
But no, yeah, I'll keep it short, fellas. That's what I got. That's what I got. I don't want to waste time doing that. I want to talk to Mr. Matt.
Yeah. Dude, that turtle set, that's awesome. Was that a Target thing?
Yeah, it released specifically. It was online, but then they started releasing them recently at Target. But they go for a pretty penny, but I got a good deal. So I you know me, I like to sniff out a good deal.
I like
a lot.
Yeah, I saw. We were actually watching that last night, the Halloween marathon. I thought that if the Fear Fest started in October, they're starting it in September now because it was on last night.
A little early. Yeah, they were on today too. It's funny, like two's on before one. They put them all out of order sometimes.
They always do. They
usually do. Yeah, it's ridiculous the order they put them in sometimes. I don't know how they come up with that. Who programs that?
Definitely not a Halloween fan. Somebody just said, "Hey, I'm going to screw them real up. Let's give them like part 3, and then we'll go into like Rob Zombie's 2, really screw them up."
And they do that. Yeah, they do that all the time. They throw just random, the wrong part 2 in there, and yeah, it's just.
Ryan is nuts.
Speaking of part 2, Matt, like we always joke around, like Halloween 2. So Universal's Halloween 2, the original one from '81. Mm-hmm. Can you believe, like, well, we use the term they horrored it out, like the merchandising line. There's so much Halloween 2
Oh my God! Every day there's new Halloween 2 stuff coming out.
Oh yeah. I don't know what your thoughts were on that there. And some of it's really cool, and then some of it's like, wow.
Oh yeah. Well, I mean, it's on everything now. The slippers. I mean, you name it. The boxers. I mean,
yeah,
got everything.
The T-shirts, the shirts.
Oh, the T-shirts
from Roosevelt. Yeah, I mean,
dude, they were at Salt Lake City Con, dude.
Were they really
at a convention? Yeah.
Oh, damn, that's awesome.
They were just comic stuff.
I gotta see them, man. Yeah, underwear. Then we see that they got the new underwear at is it Burlington?
Yeah, I can't find them anywhere. I went to like 5 Burlingtons, and they're probably going to think I'm like a stalker. I just keep walking in there and walking out with nothing because if they don't have it, I just leave. Like, why is this big fat guy coming in here and stalking this place?
Bro, I get that look all the time. Like, what the fuck is this weirdo doing here? Just looking around like I'm looking for the collectibles. Fuck off.
Oh, well, Burlington, some of them you go into, it's like Beirut, man. It's like they're just people just ripping shit apart. There's stuff in the aisles and everything. I'm like, holy crap.
Bro, Joe, did you don't have either of them, do you?
Which one, Bubba?
Those tall things.
No,
light up signs from Burlington.
I went to a fucking a mini pop up. People selling shit. This guy wanted $50 for his. He wanted for one. I was like, you can kiss my ass. I was like, I'm not paying. You can get that for what, $17, right? Retail?
16,
or what is it, 16 something? I'm like, come on, you can kiss my. Oh, it's very rare, buddy. Yeah, I just found this and there's no more. It's very rare. I'm like, bitch, I know where you got it.
And it was $15. You didn't even double it. I tripled it.
Colin, I like it. Colin. Oh god, that was good.
Along with a Matt.
Bill added on to that too.
Hey, Bill, but did you see what Ryan said? Ryan said something at the very top. He said, "He's an idiot."
Oh geez, it's gonna get raunchy.
Oh man, Ryan's crazy.
But we invited Matt on tonight now because we've been dying to get him on the channel to hang out and chat with us. But what we're going to do tonight is we're going to rank the endings of the Halloween films. Oh, because everybody can rank the films and just everybody's got their ranking, which ones they like where. But what if you just rank it by the way the movies ended? Because some of them ended wow, really cool, and some of them are like really shit.
What the hell just happened?
Yeah, exactly. There's a few of those.
Yeah. Totally.
So, I mean, is it safe to say we could rank from 13 to 1? Because I kind of figure we're probably all on the same page with number 1. I'm just assuming.
Probably.
Yeah.
Or Joe's. Joe might be the holdout.
You know how sometimes, I get like every once in a while. So that might happen.
Right, we'll just go we'll start low and we'll start high to low and start with number 13.
This is hard, man.
What did I have for 13? Well, 13 is no surprise to people because people know this is my least favorite in the franchise, but I'm sorry. It's definitely, for me, the ending of Resurrection. When she opens up and he goes, and it ends.
Oh, his eyes pop open. And
yeah, they flip the disconnect on his head, remember?
Right, yeah. Yep. Yeah.
It's like Clark Griswold turning on the lights.
Yeah. Flip the switch.
Oh my
Jeff said, I
gosh.
wrote 13 to 1. Are we including alternate cuts? Nah, we'll just stick. We can probably discuss
Yeah.
some more alternate cuts after the
Yeah.
fact. Obviously, like Halloween 2 has got a
Yeah.
different ending, and Rob Zombie's Halloween, and 2 rather has a different one.
Yeah, Jeff, you bring up a point like, yeah, when I go, I'll probably just say, well, if they wanted this ending, it would be better. That's probably all I'll say. But yeah, I'm going to just go off the theatrical endings, right, guys? That's probably
That's what I did.
Yeah.
And 13 for me, Resurrection.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to second that there. I'm right there with Pat. Number 13 is Halloween Resurrection for me. It was kind of just anticlimactic. It was kind of whack Arnold's. So yeah, 13.
Trick or treat, motherfucker.
Yeah, no, just no. It's a no for me, dog.
Nope, no big dog. Nope.
And we'll go clockwise. So what about you, Matt?
Okay, so for my 13, I agree with you, but the one that I like least in that ending wise, and again, this is not a reflection on the films, like you said, necessarily, but it is the ending of 5, and it's mainly because of the one little bit of Michael in the cell with his mask still on. It's just always bugged me, and it's just so like. I don't mind the Man in Black stuff nearly as much as that. You know what I mean? Like all the Man in Black weirdness, I can accept that better. But Michael in the cell with his mask still on, and they could have done it so cool. They didn't have to show his face, of course.
Right.
They could have just shown him from like they pretty much do, but just without the mask and just let Don Shanks be in shadow and all, and it would have been fun. But for that one little bit, I was thinking about it today. I was like. Because I agree with y'all with the Resurrection, but I was like, that has really always just been a stickler in that final ending, even more than the Man in Black stuff. I'm sure everybody else, that's the part that they hate the most. But for me, it's Michael still being in the cell, even him being captured. I can accept that in the cell. I can accept all of that, but they're not going to take that mask off. I don't know. So
they were
he's like playing with the chains too. Remember, he's like playing with the chains.
They're rookie cops.
Like,
all the cops got killed the previous year.
I guess so. Yeah.
Oh, that is just.
And you're right. I forgot he was playing with the chains. Yeah, he was just. Yeah.
He was like, "Oh no, what am I gonna do?" Like,
I guess so. Yeah.
How am I gonna get out of this pickle?
I think so. Yeah. How am I gonna get out of this one?
What did they like? Take his mask off when they captured him? They saw that he cried, and they were like, "Fuck that! Keep the mask on."
Maybe. I didn't think about that.
H5 or ends for him is the worst. Jeff says Halloween 5 at number 13 also.
I understand you guys. I can't do that though.
Top ending would be from when Jamie. That's one of the best. That's probably hands down one of the best endings in the franchise. That was a surprise.
Mm-hmm. Now I would probably be with Joe and Pat on this because that is the worst movie of the franchise, but. The theatrical version of Rob Zombie's Halloween 2, the ending to it killed me. Loomis was a scumbag, but they killed him, and then just it did not bode well for me. And we've grown to like the movie, Matt, as we did a watch along on it. We've talked about it more. Wow, this movie it just captures a lot of emotion. There's a lot of things going on, but the way it ended, it was a rough ending for me.
Yeah.
I don't know. Well, and I saw it the day before I got married too. It came out as if that's my wife giving me shit. You're going to see a movie the day before you get married? Like, yeah.
And not the way you wanted to kick off your wedding weekend, I guess. You wanted a better ending to kick off your big weekend.
Oh, yeah. So, yeah, the worst one for me for the endings is Rob Zombie's Halloween 2. So,
whoa.
Well,
Very
what
nice.
do I have for my number 12? My number 12. Actually, yeah, I was thinking I knew it was up there somewhere. Rob Zombie Halloween 2 is number 12 for me. Yeah, because I did same thing. We did enjoy it more. It did have. I mean, if you had like a normal Loomis in it, and he wasn't an asshole. You had less Sherry Moon and the horse, and it wouldn't be so bad. I mean, and that alternate ending of H2 would have been the worst when Myers actually talks when he says "die." I'm like, dude, no. No, he's not supposed to talk. So, yeah, definitely. I'm with Brady on this one. But this
like
is
dead baiting the toy. No,
no. No.
Oh, so good.
What say you, Joe?
Okay. Well, I mean, I have to go. I agree. So anything Resurrection. Anytime you're ranking the films, in anything, it's got to be the bottom of the list. So that's why it was my number 13. Now I have a fresh list to start off, right? Because 13 is just dog shit. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna go with H5, and I'm gonna kind of share the same sentiments as Matt. It's kind of it's just goofy. It's unnecessary. It's just like, what the hell were you thinking? This is the best you could do, like really. So number 12 for me is H5. Worst top of the list of worst endings ever.
We were just talking about Zombies Halloween too. Yeah, the first one that's got a decent spot on my list because it wasn't bad.
Yeah, Horned Overload. That would be blasphemous if anybody said H2 at this point. They'd be fucking blasphemous. Blasphemous.
Oh yeah, hell yeah. Yeah, we should get some interesting choices here. So it should be pretty diverse because this is, like I said, it's not about how much you like the film. It's just really how it ended, and some ended better and some didn't. Jeff says his number 12 is Resurrection, or as we affectionately call it, Halloween Abortion. All right.
Yeah, I'd say my 12 is now Resurrection. For all the reasons already stated, I don't think I need to add any more. But I will say, I always say about that movie is, as much as there are obviously a lot of things that I don't like about it, a lot of that I could have forgiven if one particular character did not survive to the end, and not only that, to still be talking smack about Michael Myers to the very end. I mean, had they just taken out Busta Rhymes' character at some point, even in the final scene, even when Michael Eyes comes in and he's in, maybe it's still in the stretcher, you know what I mean, or before they get to the morgue, if he had come back then and taken out Freddy real quick, then I don't know, maybe this ending might rank a tiny bit higher. I don't know, but for all the reasons and what I just said, that's my number 12.
And the scary thing is, they were going to bring him back because they said he tested well with the audiences, and I'm like, really? Where were these audiences? How stoned were they?
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, right.
Yeah,
I don't know who the audiences were.
Well, and you've read the books about the lost sequel scripts, or what is the book again? What's it called again? I've heard it.
Taking Shape. Taking Shape 2.
Yeah, Taking Shape 2. Like almost every sequel idea after that, he was getting killed. He was dead in the next movie. I'm with you guys here. Number 12 here is Resurrection for me too. That's enough said. All those different endings too. God, how many were there on that DVD? I think there was like 4. They did so many different endings. It was rough.
Number 6, the best.
It was a product of its time.
Yeah, that's true. You do hear Sam Loomis. Yep, that is. It's a, and we lose our precious Donna Pleasance. And hey, John, resident Kiss fan and Halloween fan. Matt Artz, cool
Sam
name.
Loomis
Sounds
doing
like
his
Die
Arnold
Arts.
joke.
Something that speaks with you. Die Arts is that's a German band, right? John's a Kiss fan.
Cool.
And they did a cover of what did they did a cover of a Kiss song? Which one? Help me out, John. I forget which cover they did. All right, so we're down to number 11. Let me look at my list here. Number 11. Oh, I put I'm somehow, some way I'm missing a number 11. I must have put something in there twice. So I would have to say for me, my number 11 is probably Halloween Ends. Not a fan of it, the way it ended like that.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of it. It was fine that she killed him, but then they should have left it there. They didn't need the whole procession and parade and grinding him. And, I was waiting for them to get the pitchforks and the torches. It's like, come on. No. That they should have just, if he died, boom, he died on the table. That should have been the end of the film. They didn't need all that other stuff.
Oh, that fucking, what would you call that when they're passing the body?
Yeah, especially they're like passing them like they're passing like a
crowd surfing.
Crowd surfing Myers' body. See, exactly.
Yeah.
It's like, come on. No, they should have just, he died on the table. The cops show up. They take his body out. And even if they said, look, we're going to burn it. Okay, boom. You do like in Night of the Living Dead. Go get me a fire out there. You throw his ass on the fire. You burn him. Boom. That's it. The procession of him on top of the car. And come on. No.
You ever heard people talk about why she kept the mask though? Like have they ever really gone into detail about that? Or you think that was with maybe the different endings that they were looking at doing?
She was going to put it on eBay. One of us would have bought it. If not Sean Clark.
I got nothing.
Like as far as what they've said, why she kept the mask?
Yeah, and like
Tom's
we're at
there
the
with
end,
me.
it's at her house. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know if they've said definitively, but yeah, I mean, it still leaves it open. Not that they'll ever continue that storyline, but I think it does, leave it open for possible. And we've heard what some of the alternate endings at one point were going to be for ends. So I think that was probably part of some of that, maybe.
Or they could have put his hands like together, him holding his mask as they were body surfing him. He's holding the mask like this.
Oh, yeah.
Like a bouquet of flowers with the
yeah, that's what I was thinking. Yeah. That's it.
Oh my! There should be an outtake of that.
That would be good. Yeah.
Oh my!
Go back to Savannah, Georgia, and film that. We need that.
All right. So I guess did you already win 11, right, Pat? So
yes, I did.
My 11. I guess 11 for me is gonna have to be I guess 8-6 curse. I don't know. That ending to me kind of leaves me wanting more. The whole Loomis screaming, like you really don't know what the hell's going on, and like I don't know.
It was the secret of the ooze stuff on the ground with the needle right there.
Yeah, I don't know, man.
Ninja Turtle stuff. Yeah.
I don't know. And it was just weird. I didn't really care for it. I actually, you know what? Yeah, I'm gonna stick with that one. I'm gonna stick where it is. Yeah, 11, 8-6.
I like that, Bill. Bill said she kept it because she was going to ask Christopher Nelson to rehaul it.
Good stuff.
Well, there you go. There you go.
I'm gonna agree with you on that. On my number 11, I got Curse as well. For a lot of what you just said, I just always felt like that ending, and again, now I know more about the behind the scenes, the reshoots, and the producer's cut and all that. But yeah, it just never felt complete. And then Loomis, we don't get that final farewell with him. We hear it, but we don't really see it. And so, yeah, for that and all the reasons you already stated, that's my number 11.
Well, we got a match, guys, because 6 is my number 11 as well. So we have a match. We have a match, and whatever ending you go with, a lot of people like the one with the power of the rune stopping where he turns him into a stiff. That was a little strange.
Oh yeah, when you put the stones there, that was the worst.
Yeah, I think that kind of that went into my decision making too. I kind of look at them both; they both sucked. Right. You know what I mean? It's like they both were ass.
And it's a shame, and I think because, and maybe Matt, I don't know where it ranks amongst masks. I know the 6 mask is one of our favorite masks. I remember right. I know it's on mine, and I thought you guys had it ranked pretty high too.
It's not bad.
Yeah, I like the 6 mask. I like the Curse mask a lot. Yeah,
the 6 mask, not bad. Yeah.
And I figure if they did not use the original Myers house, they kind of got it a little bit more better than they did with the Munster house, right? Pat is what we called it from H5.
Oh, right. Yes.
Yeah, every time they show
more of a look of the.
I'm just waiting to hear the Munsters theme start playing in the beginning of every time they show the Myers house from Part 5. It still looks like the Munsters house.
Well, you know what? I'm waiting for somebody in Pasadena to do the Pee Wee Herman thing, like when they're in the Myers house. Where's the basement? There's no basement.
I'm a rebel, Daddy.
11 for Colin, Resurrection, Abomination.
Yeah, Halloween 6, number 11.
Yeah, the added scenes in the producer's cut I didn't really mind, except for the ending of the producer's cut was just really bad. When you see supposedly Michael walking away with the hat and you see his profile looking like Dick Tracy, it's like,
yeah, that was a choice there. That was
He's got his boots. He doesn't have the steel tip boots.
And then they're out there waiting in the truck. Dr. Loomis, come with us.
It's your game now, Sam.
Get in my Jeep now.
Come on, let's go. Hurry. Let's go, Dr. Loomis.
You could join me in my Ant-Man escapades.
All right, so what number 10? My number 10. Actually, I'm flip-flopping, trying to think of which one is worse, H5 or H6. I'm gonna have to go H6. H5. Brett and I have it's like our guilty pleasure movie. We have like a soft spot for H5. I don't mind the ending of H5, at the very actual ending of it. When you see Jamie walk in, I don't mind that yet. But yeah, when he's locked up with the mask and everything, just ridiculous. But for me, Halloween 6 is just very anticlimactic, and you know why, because what could they do? You know, poor Donald
Yeah.
Pleasance passed. They really couldn't do much about it. So I kind of get it. So I give it a pass. And like I said, thank God they didn't go with the other ending with the freaking it's your game now, Sam. No.
Yep. I agree.
So that is my number 10.
I love it.
H6.
We're kind of vibing on the same level here.
We're getting there. We're getting there.
Yeah,
but
we're gonna be off. We're gonna be off.
as I say that, then I'm gonna hit you with this next decision for my number 10. Number 10 has got to be H3 for me, man. I am sorry. Stop it! Stop it! Stop it, motherfucking shit.
Which one did you just say?
H3.
H3, really? Oh, poor Tom Atkins.
I'm sorry, like because I'm sticking straight to the basics, right? Like you're left with not knowing what the fuck happens. You don't know what happens. Do they stop it? Do they stop it? Do they not stop it? Do the kids die? Like what happens?
Where's the Clark Griswold? You're all fucked in the head.
Oh, I forgot to get that, Brett. I have to.
No, you're
all
good.
All I'm saying is, it's just what the hell happens, and you don't have an answer, and that's why that decision was made to put that at number 10. I'm sorry. The movie I enjoy. I know it's built. In today's world, it's loved and cherished, and I love the movie. But that ending really just pisses me off because you don't know. You don't know what happens.
Well, that's just it, Joe. That's kind of it. Has the ending just like They Live. Like you just don't. What happened now?
What happened? Yeah, you don't know.
That is true.
That's what makes that ending, I think, so cool.
Yeah.
But
that's why I like it.
But also because it's not canon in the whole regular universe of everything that happens to Michael Myers. You know what I mean? Like for me, it's a little separate. It's like its own little. If it was being compared to other films endings and stuff like that, it would be in its own different category. But because it's in that realm of the Halloween movies, no Michael Myers, it kind of, for me, it just doesn't, you know what I mean? It's like, I don't know how to describe it, but it's a little biased. I'm a little biased when it comes to the other films. You know what I mean?
Ryan says Joe's getting offended.
I said the ending, not the movie, just the ending.
Everybody, this is the endings, folks. This is nothing on the movies.
Yeah, it's like having the most delicious meal you've ever had, and then it gave you like severe diarrhea. You know what I mean? Like it was great. It was great from start, but it just had a shitty ending. That's it.
What about you, Matt?
Okay, for my next one, I go with what are we, number 10 now, I think, or number.
You're number 10.
Anyway, for my next one, it's Halloween 2, Rob Zombie's Halloween 2, 09 for this one. And again, for pretty much all the reasons you guys have already stated. It's just, a lot of things that could have been better about that ending. And again, even putting other things aside, and I've said, you guys know, I mean, I like these movies but yeah, that ending, a lot of room for improvement there. And I hated seeing Loomis go out like that. I appreciated that they tried to rehabilitate or give him a redemption in like the last 2 minutes of screen time he's got, because he is trying to kind of realize, okay, I've been an asshole. And I appreciated that. But, just a little too late in the story and in the movie, I guess, too.
Yes. Oh, absolutely.
Yeah. Oh, that makes sense there, man. That's great.
Makes sense.
Hey, John, this guy John is hilarious.
It was shit when it was released. Second the opening weekend, the theater was near empty. It gave me a chance to get to know the girlfriend better.
Hey, I think he meant to say shite.
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 Before I forget, I was thinking about it last night. Even though I can only count 5 of them. We got to rank from best to worst Halloween bars in the Halloween movie series. Which ones would we like to drink at the most to the least?
Oh, yes. I like that.
Hey, that's a good one.
If you want to, you could throw the Tower Farm in there, too.
The Tower Farm.
There you go, Brady. That's a good
There's
one.
a handful of bars, too. There's not as many. It would probably only be 5 or 6 that we can.
And you did disappoint me last night. You know why? I was waiting for you to say live from Dale's gas station, 5th and Main.
But that's not really there anymore. That's what's kind of a bummer. Yeah,
exactly.
It's like it's not
It doesn't
real
look like
life.
the building anymore.
It's not
Cookie
real
Woman's
life.
not there.
It's not real life.
I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to do that to you, Pat. I'm hurt.
I'm at West Dale's gas station, 5th and Main. Big woman who works there.
What number are we at? Number 10? Yeah.
See,
Yes.
Yeah, number 10. My wife's favorite ending. Halloween ends. Because she thought it was going to end. I'm like, this doesn't end. Halloween ends easily. It was not the way I wanted to see it go. But
really?
Yeah,
next sequel, Tom Atkins Chalice reveals that his son was Corey from Ends, and that he slept with Corey's mom while high, needing the drugs to help him after the H3 ending. He goes to a local what? I need to know the net. I need to know the
Dude,
it's coming. It's coming.
I like it. A local bar, right?
Do we know who Dude is? Dude sounds Dude.
I think he missed his character. He reached his character limit.
Well, listen, dude.
There we go.
There we go. He goes to a local college to track down whoever killed his son, Corey, and soon realizes that Corey killed himself and Myers snapped his neck.
Not bad there, dude.
Yeah.
Now, would we have liked Ends better if he just dragged her at the last second through that thing at the junkyard?
You can't tell me that.
Oh, that would have been awesome.
That was going to happen. I thought that was
going to
come
up and pull her down.
Yeah,
Like,
I thought it was done, and then you see her fucking get just annihilated.
Oh. And the blood would have just sprayed over all of the Haddonfield residents right there. They just been baptized in blood.
Like,
there goes her Oscar chances the next year.
Yeah. Michael gets the last laugh. Michael gets the last laugh.
Yeah. Even if as he's dying, he's still
Yeah, that is fucking. I swear I thought that. But then she lives and writes a book, or I don't know.
Yeah.
All right. So number 9 is number 9. I'm going with what the hell I have for number 9? Oh, because I did H6 before. H5. Like I said, sort of in the middle of the road for me because we're very big fans of it. I mean, we know it is what it is, but me and Brett just have a fondness. We just love talking about it, and it's just like a comfort food movie. And it didn't, aside from the scene where you see him in the cage, in the jail cell. I get that. That's just absolutely horrible. But the way it ended when she's walking, that always creeped me when she's walking through.
Yeah,
and everybody's dead, cool. And you see that door, and you're waiting for something to happen, and it just ends. I'm like, oh, that was pretty cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, it sounds like we're never going to see all that footage that they shot where you see Meeker get slaughtered, and
I wish.
We got the pictures of it in that Fangoria magazine, but
right.
Yeah.
Oh, Mrs. Moody says H5 is doo-doo.
Nice. Hey, everybody has their own opinion.
You're damn right. Everybody's got their own opinion. You're right.
Maybe I slipped her a 20 to say that. I don't know.
Jeff said Andy told
and then she gives it back to you.
Originally much darker and more almost depressing. There's a photo of Allison has her hand on Lori's throat. That was part of it, but she won't reveal the details. Really?
How's she doing? Is she in the other room, Joe?
Yeah, she's always watching us.
Hi, MB.
She's always making sure no girls are talking to me. Yeah.
Yeah, we don't attract too many girls on this.
Any girls that come on here, she already knows
her that. I tried to tell her that. I was like, yeah, you have nothing to worry about. Nothing.
Matt, we talked, all three of us, and then Joe had his wife. I had my wife. I was wrapping gifts because the kids, this is like 2 a.m. Christmas Eve, we're talking.
Oh, yeah, man. Christmas morning was rough because we were up till about 4 o'clock in the morning, right? Chatting on Christmas Eve.
Yeah, my wife got a kick out of it because she doesn't really get to do that as much. So she was
great
fun. I can't wait to wear one. We could do that again this year. Just all wear onesies and just chat all night. Dude, hey, we can invite Matt and his wife. Y'all want to come on? Yeah.
We'll do
it. Yeah, we'll all wear onesies and
if you're night owls. Yeah, we'll be.
Be a Halloween Christmas party.
Yes, virtual Christmas party. Imagine if we had we promoted like a virtual Christmas party, and we invite all of our friends, and we all wear onesies, and we're just live having a blast, taking shots together virtually. Imagine that.
That's gonna be high on the list.
That would be incredible.
Matt, is it crazy that I have a little 3-foot orange Christmas tree that I put up behind me now?
Not crazy at all.
Yes, thank you.
We don't judge here.
Not crazy. Not if you ask me.
That's true. I already know what you would say. Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, you look who you're asking. Yeah, I don't think that's crazy.
Ends is a masterpiece compared to H5. On a recent stream with Matt and Christopher Nelson, it was revealed that there was originally a Silver Shamrock factory sequence chase in the Ends
Yes.
Yes.
Early, yes, it was.
We
Yep.
talked about that somewhere. I thought.
Yeah.
Well, that's where we see dude. Yeah, dude. That's where I've seen you, dude. You've seen him in Michael Myers chat. Michael Myers Monday. That's right.
Yeah.
Yep.
No.
All right.
I mean,
Yeah,
that's,
please, guys. Yeah, too. If you guys don't know it, yeah, come on. That's what 9:30 Central.
10
So
Yeah.
what 10:30
9:30 Central and 10:30
10:31.
East Coast. 10:31. That's right. 10:31 East Coast, 9:31 Central, and 7:31 on the West Coast.
Are you doing one tomorrow night?
Yep. I don't know exactly what we're going to be doing yet. I was just thinking, I might just recap this whole show tomorrow night for Michael Myers Monday, if that's okay, and we'll just relive this because I got my rankings already made and all, and I can report on y'all's to everybody. I think that don't be surprised if I use this as my main feature tomorrow night.
There you go.
You know what? Though?
All the work's
It's
done
not
for
a
you.
problem because we had Dave McRae on. We talked about randomly got onto the Halloween 5 house. The next day he's doing a special on Halloween 5. I don't care. You guys know he did that
Because it was fresh in his mind from when he was on with us.
That's right.
And also, if we cover things during this listing, it might make you change your list up for tomorrow. You might be like,
true.
oh, hey, yeah. So it's actually leading up till tomorrow. So this is
That's very true. That's very true. Everybody should tune in tomorrow for my revised list after I change my mind after tonight.
Yes.
That's right. And I was gonna preface that my rankings do tend to change, especially like when I made the list. It was like my bottom were my bottom and my top 4 or 5, but all these ones were into like right about now. Yeah, it was like really hard to even kind of rank them because they're all kind of like the ones I loved. That was easy. Like listing my first top 3 or 4, like that was like easy. And my bottom ones, they were easy. But a lot of these in the middle, that was a lot tougher. So you're very, very correct. I very well could change my mind before tomorrow night.
We did that with ranking the actual movies too. And I think a couple of ours changed by like 1 or 2, didn't they?
Yeah, they've changed. Yeah, they always change.
Should almost do an annual ranking. See how it's changed from year to year. Maybe I don't know.
Yeah.
Like every Halloween, re-rank them.
Maybe like Rob Zombie's Halloween 2 is gonna work its way.
Yeah, and after a couple of years, you can start comparing year by year how you started a trend towards your different likings and stuff. Imagine that. That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool.
And then you learn a lot about yourself looking back. Like, look what I was thinking 15 years ago compared to today. Look how much I progressed.
What the hell was I thinking?
At the end of the day, we're all still gonna know that H5 is shit. It's just the way it is,
No. You know what? Maybe going to Salt Lake City will make you change, Joe.
No, I'm just playing.
That'll be what'll rank it up.
I'm just playing.
This could be something we do later on too, where we could just rank the openings too. That's not bad.
Yeah.
Didn't we do the openings or no? We didn't.
I don't think we did. No.
That's a good idea too.
We're always thinking of stuff. God's sake,
I really like that 2018.
Boobs, the hottest girls, the best butts. We just do everything. It's just, yeah.
I like it.
And we're still able to have a show.
Yeah, we don't make any money.
My wife hasn't killed us yet.
Yeah,
no money. No.
Yeah, the only wife that watches the show is Joe's. My wife don't watch it. I just saw her pull up. She just went shopping. She doesn't watch any of this crap. She just walks. She might walk down while I'm doing this, and I just look over. She looks at me, and all I see is, like, seriously, are you really doing this?
Especially when you got a Myers candy holder next to you like that, right?
Yeah. Well, hey, she came out to. She was in Pasadena with me. I mean, she didn't go to the convention, but she was out there with me.
Don't worry.
Awesome.
Wait till my wife saw this the other day. She's like, "What the hell is that?" I thought it was real at first. We're gonna watch that movie, Pat. We got to watch that.
Yeah, we have to. What did we leave off? I forget. Oh, I said.
I'm so sorry.
My number. Yeah, I said my number 9. I said was H5.
H5.
Yeah. 9 for me. Rob Zombie's H2. That fucking ending, man. Don't know. I really didn't like it. I'm trying to see if I can replay it in my mind because we're talking about all this stuff. Yeah. It ends with like that fucking hallucination shit, right? Is that right? Am I thinking right?
It's supposed to be like she's hallucinating, or maybe she's dying and she's thinking about it. It's a very ambiguous ending. Yeah.
Yeah. She comes to her senses, and she's like, that ending just really, I didn't understand Yeah, I didn't understand the hallucinations, and I don't know. And then she wears the mask at the end, right? Am I confused?
You're right. In the theatrical ending, she
Theatrical
does.
cut.
Yes.
Yeah, she comes out with the mask on.
Yes.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know how I feel about that. It's just I have like a blurred like memory of all that shit. So I'm kind of like, if it's not really memorable and it doesn't really like stick to me, it really probably wasn't that good. So yeah, 9 Rob Zombie H2.
She was the first Sartain. She put the mask on.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right. That's right. Only difference, she didn't get her fucking head smashed in. Oh, that's awesome.
Well, she let the one guy, what's his name, from People Under the Stairs get killed a few minutes before that. What's his name? Roach?
Oh, Sean Whalen. Yeah.
Oh yeah. Yep.
My tongue. Do you like that movie, Matt? People Under the Stairs?
Oh yeah. Pretty much any Wes Craven I like. Okay. I mean, I like all of his. Yeah.
Sean Whalen, right? Is his name Sean Whalen?
Sean Whalen. Yeah.
He's going to be in Kentucky in a couple weeks, Joe.
That dude looks the same that he did before. He looked homeless before in the movies, and he still looks homeless now. It's like,
follow him on Instagram. He's always posting on Instagram. He's pretty funny.
Sean Whalen.
But so yours was Rob Zombie 2. What about you, Matt?
For me, let's see, it was number 9. Okay, now Rob Zombie's remake 07 ending. Part 2 was my last one. The remake ending, again, a lot of these next few, they're all could almost be tied for me in kind of this middle area. But at the end of the day, it just, and again, I like the movie. There's so much I like about it. But, he charges at her. They go out the window. She screams. She's firing blanks, and boom, and then it's over. And it's just, I don't know. It's not my favorite part of the movie. I guess I'm saying there's a lot of other stuff in that movie I really like, especially a lot of those kills. But I don't know. It's just when I look at all these other endings, I just feel like there's so many more satisfying endings to me than that one. So that's my number 9.
Nice.
Well, it's very funny. Nice. That's the 9th entry in the series. Is the Rob Zombie?
It's a good point. I didn't even realize that, but you're exactly right.
I only knew it because I'm looking at it too. I got a match for you. That's my number 9 as well. So.
There we go.
Oh, nice.
Clean sweep because that's my number 8.
Oh, okay. We're on a streak here. Yeah. I would tell you the alternate ending's even worse in my opinion. Remember where all the cops just shoot him?
Yeah.
But it's weird. He drops. Remember, he's got the 2x4 because she's out of the ceiling. Yeah. Drops it, and then all of a sudden, I guess in Smith's Grove, he was playing football or something. He freaking speared her, and it was just through the window.
He was like, "Doom, boom, 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 boo!" I was like, "Damn."
Yeah. As much as, go ahead.
No, I guess like the one part that I guess might have been I thought was not a bad part. A lot of people probably didn't like it. Is like when he holds the gun for her, right? Like you're assuming he's trying to take it out of her hands. Yeah. That part didn't actually bother me. That part actually.
Yeah, I didn't mind that part as much. It was I guess it was just kind of the I don't know, just felt a little anticlimactic to me after all that because I did like a lot of the build up and most of the movie, and it was just kind of towards the end is always where it just gets a little. I don't know. It's just it loses a little bit of steam to me, right near the end there. I mean, I love when he takes Linda's naked body, Christina Klebe, and down below, and then Lori wakes up and she's laying there in the tombstone. I love his version of that. It's Linda with the tombstone instead of Annie up in the bed and all that stuff. And like he shows her the picture, and she's like, I don't know what this is. And she goes after. I love all that stuff. Like that stuff I thought was great. So had they been able to, or Rob been able to have a final scene closer to that type thing, I think might have been maybe hit me a little bit better. But, and again, I don't hate it by any means. I've already gone through the ones that I have major problems with, but just not one of my favorite endings in the franchise.
I almost think, and Pat, I think you and I hit on this once, like if he was remaking these nowadays, like remember how he talked about, like he wanted to make it 2 movies when he was younger, and then the
Yeah.
Smiths Grove, and then when he was the adult, it would work
Right.
so well as a TV show for him.
It would.
Like
Yeah.
a streaming where he could have, because he filmed so much too. He had so much content.
Oh yeah, so many deleted scenes that we've seen in like the bonus features. If you've watched that stuff, I mean, so much stuff that they shot that wasn't in either cut of the film.
Yeah, because when you're getting more towards like the adult stuff on Halloween night, it's like that. That's more like it's rushed because we're so used to it was so slow in the original movie. Like imagine if he had like all the time, that probably would have worked out more for his benefit. And it's cool they shot it back in Pasadena too. That was cool seeing some of that stuff.
Yeah.
Sorry, Pat. We've been going a bit on that one.
No, that's don't be sorry at all. Just go through whatever. Hey, what's up, Byron? Byron's in the chat.
Hey, Byron. Go back
awesome.
and check out what we did before.
Same thing with that's why it's my number 8 is Rob Zombie's Part 1. The ending, the both endings were kind of the ending isn't bad because it could have been a finale because essentially you think he shot him in the head, and of course we know Rob Zombie had no really didn't want to do a sequel, so it was supposed to be just a one-off. But money talks, and they wanted to do it, and he kind of stuck it to them by really changing stuff for Part 2. But it's very. Like Matt said, it's getting to the point now where the better ones are coming up. So this had to fit in there somewhere because it's really not a horrible ending.
Yeah,
but it's just not as good as the ones that are coming after this, is in my opinion.
Yeah, that's kind of where I'm at now. At this point, it's like which ones do I like more? I like them all kind of at this point, but it's like which ones do I definitely like more?
You're right.
Yeah, so that's my number 8 would be
So,
Rob Zombie's
8. So like you
2007.
guys said, eight down is kind of like whatever is kind of, it's a no-brainer and it can't be wrong in any order. But for me, 8, which would be kind of the high end of like the decent endings, is gonna have to be Kills for me. Has to be Kills. What the hell was she thinking about going back in the house and her being Karen? I just don't understand it. Like what like the situation at hand, everything that's going on. What would drive you to do so? What I don't understand that. I didn't get it. And then the whole slow sequence of her getting killed and all that shit, and it was just corny as this all get out. So yeah, I didn't like that ending at all. So that's my number 8. That didn't make sense. Karen, you dodo.
You dodo.
You dodo.
All right,
That's some bullshit.
That's some bullshit right there. That's some
Seriously,
bullshit.
faggoty shit right there.
Oh my god.
Oh god. Oh, no.
all right. Mine number 8. Yeah, number 8. Rat. I gotta look down at my notes here, but like I said, I mean, I like all these endings now. But just trying to rank them. I put 2018 as my number 8. Again, I feel like all I'm saying is what I don't like about them, why it's not number 1. I mean, I think everybody knows what my number 1 is going to be, but it's not even anything that I don't like about it. It's just I don't like it as much as the rest on the list, I guess. I mean, I didn't mind. I mean, I like the stuff with the Strodes coming together and it's a trap and gotcha and Happy Halloween, Michael. I mean, I'm with all of that and the house going up in flames and all that. And then they get away and it just kind of ends with Allison holding the knife, which again, not my favorite, but I always did kind of like that just ending on the still shot of her holding the knife. Cause I just felt it was just kind of a weird, creepy thing of like, she cut him, like she drew blood from the shape, and it was almost reminded me of almost like an H4 thing. Like, are they gonna do like the Jamie Lloyd type thing, or so I kind of like all that. And before I saw Kills, I was guessing and hoping and predicting that, man, because we knew it was going to take place the same night. Like, I bet you the very first image is going to start right where they left off, right on there. And he didn't match it up exactly, David Gordon Green, but it did pretty much, match up. But when we see them again anyway, it starts right with them right in there. But I always thought it would have been cool if he had just literally started the movie. Like, the very first thing is like right on her hand, and then it hands right back up to them. So he didn't go that exactly. But so anyway, that's my number 8.
Now, would you have preferred the original ending or no? The ending they went with was fine. The original ending that they obviously had where they're outside with the knife fighting and all.
When they do the knife fighing, yeah.
Well, I guess we haven't seen it, but you know the idea.
Haven't seen it yet. Yeah.
Chris described it when he was on the other week, and yeah, he described them fighting and basically fighting to the death. Like they both go out, I think, and Michael just kind of goes to the mannequin area and just sits and bleeds out, I think. Is that what y'all are talking about?
Yeah.
I mean, that's what he was describing anyway. If yeah, I think overall I would have preferred that ending. Of course, it would have been much more definite, and we might not have gotten kills and ends, which again, maybe that would have been for the better or not. I don't know. But I mean, as endings go, yeah, I think that ending as he describes it, both of them dying kind of at the same time and having just fought each other to the death. That is a pretty good way to end the Michael Laurie thing. I mean, maybe that's the way ends should have ended. I don't know. But yeah, when I heard Chris describe that, I do like that better.
Yeah, you felt like this all culminated to this peak. And this peak is kind of like you know how it is, Brett, in wrestling. You got these two icons finally faced up, matched, face to face. There's always kind of like this weird ending. Like either they both lose or they both win in a way, right? So in this essence, I think it should have been they both, if they're trying to kill off the series, they both die. You know
when you lose, make you look better. Yeah. So I don't know. I agree with that, though. I agree with that, Matt. I agree. Yeah. They should have gone out together, holding fucking hands.
Yes.
Skipping.
Yeah. Just skipping and fucking.
What's Al Bundy say?
Yeah.
Then we'll all get naked and sing "This Land Is Your Land."
This land is your land.
In Laurie's dream sequence or whatever at the end of that one, it would have been her and Michael holding hands, walking off into the sunset or sunrise after Halloween, I guess, for the next morning. It should be.
And then the Laverne and Shirley music starts playing.
Right.
Oh shit!
Well, shout out to Travis with a super chat. $4.99.
Hey, Travis,
what's up, buddy? Greetings, everyone.
Travis.
Ends H3, H4 kills 2018 make up his top 5 endings.
Very nice list.
Really?
Sure.
The 78's not in there. Wow, look at you.
Travis is one of our artistic fans.
I respect that list. I respect that top 5.
Only issue I see there, Travis, is at H3. That's the only thing.
Oh, come on.
Where did I put it? Oh, yeah, I got H3 coming up. I like it.
It's coming up.
It's coming.
Travis loves the ending of 2018. The climax is drawn out a bit long, but seeing the house burn with Michael as the shape burns plays, a hopeful version of the Halloween theme was very cathartic. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I love the music in that. Now, that's a whole nother thing is like, Carpenter's music in these movies, flawless. And that sequence, I love that triumphant kind of feeling of the Halloween theme that they just said. Yeah, that I'm all for it. That was cathartic. And yeah, I love that.
Yeah, I think
leave it to Ryan. Laurie and Michael doing a 69 going into the grinder? No.
Ryan. I think most of us agree, though. It seems like this last trilogy, as they went on, we liked them the least, like the Matrix, even though they're a totally different spectrum, like that trilogy was the same way. The movies kind of like weren't as good as they kept on going on. So I guess it was good why they put that to bed finally, right? The whole series.
Dude says, what was that contraption that Laurie deployed at the end of H2018 to trap Myers in the basement? Sharp metal bars shooting out from the side of the stairwell. Device has my mind boggled. Yeah, it is a little weird. I don't know.
Well, she had a lot of time to think about it.
Yeah, I figured that was a lot of custom construction work.
40 years worth.
Yeah, just 40 years she's been like making this trap and hone. That's what I read into it. But yeah, definitely a weird contraption. But like you said, she had 40 years to plan it. So
well, and people that don't like 2018, that's their biggest thing. Like the way her character progressed. Like really over 40 years, that's how this woman is. It's like
that was the thing for me. The way she was, had they not negated Halloween 2, it would have made more sense because she would have been a lot more traumatized after the fact that he chased her to the hospital and tried to kill her.
Yeah.
But like, you figure, okay, while it's devastating to see your friends killed, but it was 3 people 40 years ago, and you've been really, mini Rambo for 40 years. I mean, it would have been a little bit more digestible if Halloween 2 took place and he chased her ass to the hospital, and I could see her being scarred for life. Who wouldn't? We
needed a scene with her with the Iron female Rambo and Kills. Remember that? The lady in the background.
We got to find that woman and get her on the show. Have the Iron Lady on.
Oh, yes. I know you. Yeah. I forgot about
Get her at a con.
Yes.
Get her at a con.
I'm sure. I'm surprised she hadn't done them yet. Is she doing them yet?
I don't think I've seen her anywhere.
I'm sure she'd make some money at there.
Look at those the senior ladies that were the nurses in the TV footage for the original film.
Exactly.
They were kicking ass at the convention at 8:45.
Exactly.
Oh yeah.
Totally.
That was unreal. Yeah. I lost track. What are we at? 8? I'm sorry.
Yeah.
7, right? Oh, y'all are 8, and then we're 7.
No, 8. I was with Matt. It's Halloween Kills, and I'm one of these people. I would have loved to have seen him pick up her cell phone, just so you could kind of have that imagery of when he picked up the phone in '78. A lot of people didn't think that would have been.
Yeah, because it would have been weird to see him pick it up and go and press a button. I don't know. It just would have seemed weird, how does he know? How does he know how to use a cell phone? For Christ's sake, he doesn't know how to drive a car, Sam. It's like, seriously. It's like, just to him to pick it up, or like if it was a flip phone, have him flip it open and press the button. It just would have been weird.
Just if it's find some other one where it says answer and all you got to do is press that button.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Imagine if he was using a computer.
They could have recreated that great shot of him just listening too,
or at least flash to him while she's talking to him, and he's on the phone listening. Like she's like, I'm going to find you, get you, just to see him standing there with the phone. That would have been pretty cool.
Yeah,
not necessarily answering it. It demystifies it. Sort of like, remember there was that guy that did that. Was it TikTok or one of those videos where he zoomed in on Nick Castle driving the station wagon behind Loomis.
Yeah,
and then you see him like looking both ways, like he's being cautious, and it looks so weird.
Yeah, we don't want to see Michael.
We don't want to see Michael acting normal.
Michael don't look both ways. He just goes.
He just goes. He's not looking at any shit.
Yeah,
it's like Nick's like.
Yeah, that's Big Kramer looking both ways. Michael, yeah, he don't look both ways.
Oh, that is funny.
Oh my god. Oh man. Yeah. Right, so that number 8 was Kills.
All right. So number 7. Where's my number 7? My number 7 is Halloween. Is actually 2018. So I'm like just about right there with you guys. It wasn't bad. Like I said, it's not an ending that I dislike. I actually liked the way it was very ambiguous, because remember that it goes on fire. Now you don't see Myers there. You're like, oh shit, what happened to him? How did they get out? Then everybody's speculating who was driving that pickup truck, and everybody's like, oh, maybe it's Sher Brackett, or it was going to be somebody who was part of it. Turned out to be nobody. But there was so much speculation, it left you walking out of that theater thinking, like, okay, A, how did he get out of this? And B, who was driving that damn pickup truck?
Yeah.
So it made you think.
And I did like the fact that the frames, they were taking you to different parts of the house. You remember that? It was like, you're like, where is he?
They showed the doll. They showed the doll. It was like the ending of the original, like where they show all the different spots, and they did show her little dollhouse, which is supposed to be like the Myers house, burning. They made sure they showed that.
That to me really got the wheels turning. You're like, oh shit, where is he? The boogeyman's everywhere. Holy fuck! Yeah, because you knew it wasn't the end. You know he ain't going. You can't keep a good guy down. So, that's awesome. Good choice. Oh, okay. Well, shit. My number 7, Rob Zombie 1, 2007. I just found it kind of cool. I paid homage to the first one where, instead of him just going over the balcony, it's him and Lori. And then, of course, the whole scene and, grabs her wrist and all that stuff. I thought it was kind of cool. I like it. I prefer it. I kind of like that movie a little bit. So that's my number 7. That's my number 7.
7.
Nice.
Do it now.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah. My number 7. Again, I don't. A lot of people probably won't agree with this one, but Halloween Ends is my number 7 pick. And I know we've talked a lot about what we don't like about it, maybe, but I mean, there are some things I like about that ending. I did like seeing Michael's mask on her coffee table, just sitting there, and when she's like, "Evil doesn't die; it just changes shape." So to me, it does leave it open in its own way, and it does speak to what they were going for in that movie, and whether or not it resonated with everybody, I know it didn't with everybody, but to me, I mean, I liked it, and I liked the "Don't Fear the Reaper." Nice callback. I thought that was a good song to wrap it up. And I liked that how, in a way, it's presented almost like a somewhat happy ending. Like, okay, Michael's gone, Laurie's here with Frank, and now they can have their love story all these years later, and Allison is now leaving Haddonfield and going to go live a better life. But it's really pretty a dark ending if you think about it. I mean, you can look at it that way, but if you really think about it, these people are just so messed up. I mean, Laurie and Frank have spent their whole lives haunted by Michael, and so now they're going to spend their twilight years hopefully happy, but and Laurie's writing this book and exercising her demons, and yeah, Allison gets away, but is she ever going to get away from that mentally? I don't think so. And she did have that one night with Corey, so is there going to be a little Corey? And I just think of all that, and I'm like, I like how it is a very dark ending, even though it's almost presented as a happy ending in some ways when you watch it. But on rewatches, I'm like, that's pretty dark how it ends. Even though Michael's gone, it's like the damage is immortal. The damage is what's immortal in that one. So for those reasons, that's my pick for what is it, number 7.
Very nice.
Very cool. Nice.
Well, number 7 is the 7th movie in the series. This is where H2O lies for me. And I like this ending. It's like, I think, like you said, Matt, like all these endings, these are the ones now you really start to like, and it's hard to really choose. And we've talked, H2O hasn't really aged well for a handful of people. I still love the movie. It's still, the mask drives me a bit nuts, but at that time, it's just a lot of politics going on there with that mask. But I didn't mind him having his head chopped off. I thought that was just the end of an era. I think around that time too, with the internet coming out around that time and everything getting big, I think we were coming to the realization that somehow they were going to just do something again. Just didn't know how. So it didn't bother me that happened. I think it's really lousy the way they kind of brought him back with Resurrection.
Like retconned it in Resurrection and
crushed his larynx and glued the mask to his head. No, really.
I know.
I know.
So hard to swallow that.
H2O, yes. H2O number 7.
Yeah, that's a good ending.
He says Frank got stabbed in the neck and ran over by a Suburban. He's not mounting that booty anytime soon, but they'll live a good life.
That's I got no response, but yeah,
it took a second, Ryan. I had to read that twice.
They'll live a good.
Actually, no. Pat said it, and then I had to do a double take and read it.
So my number 6 is Age Kills. It's
okay.
It was a cool ending. I mean, you kind of saw what was you saw the writing on the wall when she walked inside, like something was going to happen. And I mean, there was always rumors flying. Actually, somebody sent me the script, so like a jackass, I read it before the movie even came out, so I knew she was going to get killed.
Yeah, that Reddit stuff. Yeah,
but it was very cool ending because you figure when she comes in and saves Allison, he takes a mask. He's like, "You want a victim? Come take me." And she's taunting the shit out of him, and then boom, at the very end, he just steps into frame and he just friggin' wails on her, and that's it. He just friggin' set Laurie off like, "I'm going to come get your ass," and she just walks out. So I thought it was a cool ending.
Mm-hmm.
Not bad.
Yep.
Not too shabby.
Yeah, baby.
Very nice. All right, this is number 6, right? All right. 6. Let's do 6. Ends for me. Pretty much sharing the same sentiment that Matt said prior. It was it was kind of spooky, eerie in the end. You know, we know that physically he was torn to shit and he was gone. He's gone. His physical manifestation is gone, but you always felt like he was still around. You know, you still felt like the damage was done. What he had done is going to live on forever, but he always felt like it's going to take its new form. You know, so to me, that's kind of the ending. That's how I felt, is that this saga or this story ended. You know, in terms of it ending with Laurie's life and how it played out. Is just where is this going to go from there? it makes you wonder, like, what are the possibilities outside of this, you know? So it was kind of creepy, kind of spooky, kind of, you know, I remember watching it in the theater, and I was kind of, I don't say I was disappointed, but I remember I didn't know what to feel. You know what I mean? I was kind of confused. I was kind of shocked. I was like, oh man, this movie's going to get hate. I was like, this movie's going to get eaten fucking alive. And I was like, and I remember it because you remember who I watched the movie with, and I'm not going to say anything outside of that.
I think we talked to you on video.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, we did. We all video chatted.
I live chatted with these guys as soon as we came out of the theater, and there was two different reactions you would have. Usually, you'd have like the reserved, you know, not too bad. It was a decent film, and then you had the fuck this shit. Where the fuck is Mike? All this shit. I was the reserved kind of. This was a decent film, and then as the time has gone on, and I've been watching it a lot lately, like just streaming it on Peacock when it was on Peacock and all this stuff. I've been watching it a lot, dissecting it, breaking it down, and I'm like, you know, it's really good, and the ending was pretty damn decent, and you can't hate it. You can't. So that's what makes it number 6 for me. Halloween Ends.
Yeah.
Well,
yeah.
Joe, in all seriousness, though, you and I have been giving cherry blossoms to our significant others since it happened.
Yeah, that's true.
Those cherry blossoms. Yeah.
I do like Travis's rebuttal to Ryan, though. Travis's rebuttal to Ryan is, meanwhile, under Frank's pants, little Frank says it needs the booty, and I'm the one who's going to get it.
Oh God. Oh God.
I think Frank will figure it out. Yeah, he'll figure it out somehow.
You're here late, but the show is fucking awesome. Thanks, man. Never too late. Hang out.
You know, man, I don't know if you've heard of all the good names are taken, the Agnet guys. They did they had a John Carpenter, what do you call it? Where they, what am I thinking of?
They use like AI
John Carpenter with an interview.
Oh, okay, yeah.
How he wanted it to be a porno.
Oh, it's raw. Matt, go listen to it. It's hysterical.
Yeah, it's like 10 minutes. It's not long, but if you go find it, it's John Carpenter blaming Deborah Hill and turning it into a horror movie.
It's funny.
I'll definitely have to check it out.
Yeah, maybe I'll try to find a link for it too. I go back to it every once in a while. Who else do we got here? Here late 1989 M. Oh.
Little Frank ain't going to be a pig in the blanket, but I'm sure he'll fit in hand well. You guys are for RG's hell tonight.
Oh, my God.
Oh, boy.
Nice.
All
right, so who?
Number 6? We got number 6? Is that...
Who gave the number 2? I gave my 6. Joe gave his 6.
All right, for me, it's Halloween 3 for number 6. And I know Joe hates it because there is no answer and we don't know what happens, but that's part of what I like about that ending, honestly, is I think of like John Carpenter's The Thing, where it ends and it's like, who's the thing and what happens, and does the thing survive and take out mankind, or do they just both freeze? And this kind of reminded me of that in a lot of ways, where it's just kind of does maybe 5 seconds after the movie ends or 1 second later, they do cut off the third channel and Chalice saved all the children. Or I like to think the darker ending that Cochran won. You know, he's not there, but he won, and it was too late, and it cuts, and they didn't cut though, and it was midnight or whatever time it was going to be, 10 p.m. or whatever, and that's a pretty damn dark ending if you think about it.
Very dark, yeah.
All these kids gathering around, putting on their masks, Halloween night, watching for the giveaway, and then their heads explode with bugs and spiders. I mean, I like to think if that's what happened, that's a dark ending to that.
Well,
movie.
The pest and animal control business is booming after that.
Booming after that.
Oh yes. Oh yes. Totally.
See, the way you explained it, Matt, makes me feel like I made a bad choice. but all right. I have to accept.
But you know what? I don't know. And see, Joe, I take it though. Being a fan, I think it's more. Maybe it's the age gap, maybe with that, because a lot of people did not like Halloween 3 for the longest time, Joe. And now, it's really gotten this surge over the last 20 years, right, Pat? Would you say?
Yeah,
for sure.
It's amazing how it's become so popular. There's so many things to collect now.
It was like the redheaded stepchild forever.
Yeah,
some people
forever.
still say it, I'm sure, but
some people do.
I
love
you know
it.
what's funny? I don't hear as much about that anymore as you used to.
No.
Yeah, I don't hear as much. I do still hear the what's it got to do with Michael Myers? I'll hear that every now and then, but it's usually from dare I say, people that just aren't in the know. Right. Well, nobody's in the know like we are, but aren't in the know like a lot of us are. And yes, in the last, I think it was really when Scream Factory put out H2 and H3 at the same time, and it was those special editions with I think Sean had his Horrors Hallowed Grounds episodes on both of them, and I just remember they released them both at the same time. And to me, I think that was a big Kickstarter in H3 getting this whole reappraisal, because everybody I think went out and was immediately like, yes, H2, and let me just get H3 with this nice new cover and give it another chance and I think it probably just everybody was like, oh man, I should have rewatched this a long time ago. This is actually really cool, and it's in its own way, and that's the whole thing. You just gotta take it for what it is. So yeah, I'm glad it's appreciated now.
I will say, I think the thing that I appreciate myself personally about the film is how visually creative it is, right? Visually, it gives you a lot to work with. Like, you can watch a Halloween movie, Michael Myers. Visually, there's not a lot going on. You know what I mean? You have Michael, you have the location, you have it's not this movie's really visual. You know what I mean? You get the masks, you get the makeups, the robots, you get you know what I mean? Visually, you really get a different sense of like, you're in a different world, so to speak. So that's why I appreciate the movie. That's why it's entertaining to me to watch, because it's a step outside of the norm when it comes to Michael Myers. You know what I mean? So it really engages you visually. So that's my appreciation for it. So I totally get you, man. I like it because it's different, and I just like Tommy Lee Wallace, to be honest with you. He's a good guy, and I like his work. And even though he talks like this,
and he's still waiting for his oatmeal.
I was about to say he's waiting for his oatmeal.
Wait for his oatmeal.
I don't know if you heard that, Matt. Joe can tell you that.
Story there, Matt. We were at 8:45. We were sitting there getting breakfast, and he comes in. He sits right next to me and my wife, and he's over there, and we're eating. And he orders oatmeal. All right, can I have some oatmeal, please? And so some little guy takes the order, leaves. Like 20 minutes go by, and he's like, "Excuse me," and the guy's like, "Yes, sir. How can I help you?" He speaks a little Spanish. I'm like, "My oatmeal. All I ordered was some oatmeal. It's been 20 minutes." He's like, "Let me go check on that for you real quick." And he comes back. "Sorry, they're still working on the oatmeal." Wallace is like, "It's oatmeal. It's oatmeal. How long does it take to make oatmeal?" And I'm over here like, I'm trying not to die laughing, right? He's like, "Come on, for the love of Pete. How long does it take to make some oatmeal?" And I'm like, fucking shit. I'm like, so then the guy was like, "Sir, you must slow down. You must wait like everybody else. You must wait." And then he's like, "Oh, this is ridiculous." And he's looking at me like, "How long does it take oatmeal? How long does it take to make oatmeal?" And I'm like,
do I need to go put it in the microwave?
I'm like, yeah, somebody get the man fucking oatmeal, man.
Yeah.
I'm like, yeah. You know who this is?
You know who this is?
I'm like, fuck. And it was just hilarious. And he finally got his oatmeal. No bullshit. He was eating it. He was so mad.
He's getting it on his beard.
He's like, "I've been trick or treated to death tonight." You know, it's like, oh, dude, it's just oatmeal.
Didn't we see him when we were at the bar the night before? Didn't we see him arrive at the hotel in the lobby? And I know you did. Like had never seen him before. You're like, holy shit!
I was like, "Fuck, it's fucking Tommy Lee Wallace, man." Hey, man. Like, but he's so happy. He's so happy-go-lucky, man. He's just chill. Like, my wife doesn't like him because when we went to his table for the first time, she had a drink and she put it on his table, and in a serious way, he was like, "Sorry, you can't put that there." And she was like, "What?" She was like, "Your drink, get it off my table." And my wife was like, "Oh, I'm sorry," and it just killed the mood from that point on. Yeah. So, but other than that, he was nice. He was like, he really did, He wasn't an
Oh,
ass.
because
He
he's
just,
got
you know,
like some original pictures usually on his
yeah,
table.
he's got like
right?
pictures and all.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's got a bunch of stuff. You don't want anything to steal.
I
it.
understood that, but my wife was like, "He's an asshole. He's a jerk." Blah, 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 blah. I'm like,
Is your oatmeal on the table?
yeah. You want me to go get you some oatmeal? Make some oatmeal.
John is still in that H3 mindset. I would rather watch two dogs fornicate wearing H3 masks than have to endure watching H3 again without the good weapon.
Well said there, John. No, I'm playing.
Davey, what's up? Davey Deathray is in the chat.
Hey.
What's up, man?
How's it
Hello,
going,
hello.
baby?
Davey Crockett.
Travis says, if you think about it, H3 is structurally a prototype to They Live.
Oh,
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, it is. I could see that. And you know, when I talked to Tommy Lee Wallace a while ago, I one of the things that I mentioned to him that has occurred to me in rewatches is that, you know, now there's this whole thing in recent years about, you know, meta, not the company, but like things that are meta, movies that talk about themselves, like Scream movies are very meta, talking about. But H3 was one of the, if not the first, of like building their marketing into the movie. If you think about it, I mean, they had all that Silver Shamrock logo and the masks and all of it built in, like the commercials into the thing, and they didn't even know at the time how to market it and sell it to people like us. Now they do, of course, and Trick or Treat has reaped the benefits of that. But I look back and I'm like, that was genius in itself. Just putting Silver Shamrock in the movie, selling these masks, and again, they probably weren't even thinking at the time, but my God, what genius, because literally they're going to then sell the same masks to all the kids and all of us out there. I mean, it's very meta and just ahead of its time in that way to me.
interesting. Yeah, that's true. That's very
That's
true.
a real, yeah.
Yeah.
You know, for its time, it was,
Being meta was so groundbreaking, especially during the time of Scream, and then as you proceeded onto these new Scream films and everything. I think it's starting to get underappreciated now, things being meta.
Yeah.
Meta is starting to become normal. Like, it's like, oh yeah, it's making fun of itself, or it's, you know what I mean? Like, I feel like it's kind of we're being desensitized to the meta shit. You know, it's like, what's the next thing to come out? That's what I'm excited about. Like, now I start thinking about like Terrifier. Like Terrifier 3 is coming out, and everybody's like, how the fuck are they going to up the ante from Terrifier 2? I think what it is now, I think it's, instead of being meta, now I think we're going towards how far can we push the envelope? You know what I mean? That's the new meta in my eyes. That's the new meta. So
I think
it's funny Terrifier, to see. Thanksgiving. There's a couple of them out there.
Yes.
So like, if you're going to have another, say, a couple films of, you know, Michael Myers or Halloween progressing forward, instead of it being meta, what if it starts following on that path of like the gore, like fucking just starts getting gnarlier and gnarlier. I'm excited to see what happens, man, for this.
Oh yeah,
for this new Halloween stuff, man. Who knows? Woo!
Yeah, I think you're right. I think you're right. The extreme could be the new meta, like you said, and you're right. Meta is kind of the norm now in a lot of ways. I mean, up to Scream. I mean, that was revolutionary. I mean, I still remember when the first Scream came out and I saw it in the theater. I mean, that opening scene, I know I'm getting off the subject, but that opening scene with Drew Barrymore, I tell people all the time, I'm like, if I was going to teach a class on how to make a scary movie or a scary scene, a suspenseful, perfect, that's it. I mean, Hitchcock couldn't do better than that. Spielberg, I mean, that is a perfect sequence, that opening scene right up to the title. I mean, perfect. Like, acted, directed, and then when they start talking about horror movies, and I had never heard horror movies being talked about within a horror movie, I just was like, I was so sold in like 5 minutes. I'm like, this is the greatest thing I've ever seen. And it just,
an opening character played by Drew Barrymore for its time too. You're not expecting that to happen.
I was not expecting her to get.
You were not like, she was a name. And that, wow, she's out.
And people forget that too, that in the mid 90s, I mean, even today, like if you heard Drew Barrymore is going to be in a new horror movie, you might assume it's going to be a cameo today. But at that time, I mean, she was in regular big movies all the time, like you just said.
She's on the poster? She's on the
and she was on the poster, right. So you went in, we all went in assuming, you know, she's the lead, the final girl probably in the film. Oh no. It was great.
A love letter to horror, that first.
Yeah, I remember sitting there and everybody's watching it, and then I just remember everybody going, oh, when Ghostface says, remember he's asking for her name, and he says, well, I want to know who I'm looking at. The whole place went, oh, because they realized, wait a sec, now this guy's outside fucking watching her, and the whole place lost it. I remember I was sitting in there. I was with, who the hell was I with?
Right.
I was with some friends when I went to see it, and when they started watching Halloween and talking about Halloween, I'm like, yes. I'm like a little kid. They're like, calm down, man. Calm down. I'm like,
early
yes.
stages of cell phones, but yeah.
Yeah, talk about meta. And again, I know we're getting off the subject, but that's one of my all-time favorite scenes of when they're watching Halloween and it's playing. And I just love that moment. And again, H3 did this first. Going back to H3 is Cochran gives his speech, right? And he says, oh, and happy Halloween. And then he leaves and Halloween's playing and it's Laurie's theme and she's walking across the street. And then that becomes, for that scene, the soundtrack to H3. It's like it's on TV, but then it's our soundtrack. And that's another moment that I never even appreciated it until kind of fairly recently, within the last decade or so, like really appreciated the genius of that, taking that movie's theme music, using it in this so effectively, and then Scream did it all those years later, again, with Halloween on the TV, and all of a sudden, it's the Halloween music becomes temporarily the music for Scream as they're going through the house. I mean, it's just, I could go on and on. That's a whole nother night, and we could talk about Scream stuff.
Absolutely.
But man, I just love that movie.
And one more thing about trending, like the meta and the whole horror thing. I find it interesting, like back in the days when you had like the older movies, especially like Halloween 78, you had these nobodies, these unknowns who were put into these films, and then they became stars. I think that's starting to happen again. We're having a revitalization of that, like Lauren Rivera with Terrifier franchise, Andy Matichek, right, with the Halloween franchise. You start to see this resurgence of these kind of nobody actresses in a way. Kind of using these films, these horror films, as like a catapult to their career, and I'm loving to see that because we fall in love with people that we don't know. I'm kind of turned off. Like, what's that new movie with Halle Berry and the babies? Like, they got to have the rope tied on them.
Never let go. Yeah,
distance.
Yeah, like I know Halle Berry's. She did Gothica, was a good movie, but I'm kind of turned off. Like, I'm not excited to see that. Like, I don't make it a priority. I'd rather now I'm turned on to want to see a movie that is with nobody. Like, I don't know, no fucking body. You know what I mean? And it's turning into something that I really prefer movies with no big names. Like, legit, I don't want to see no big names. It's kind of a turnoff for me because I feel like the diamonds are the ones that these people that are not known and they're hungry and they want it. You know what I mean? So they have nothing to lose. And that's just what I'm noticing.
Look at Lauren Rivera.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Absolutely.
Look at the original Halloween, with the exception of Donald Pleasance, right? All those people were
they were all unknown.
Yeah, all unknown. And same thing with the Terrifier series. They were all unknowns.
Yeah.
Everybody. Fucking I think Adam Green gets no love. Adam Green, early on he had some good cameos. I'm not gonna lie, but early on there was a bunch of unknowns, the main characters in a way, until he started putting on Danielle Harris and shit. But I mean, that's what makes you love these people. Is like they start from nothing, and you love nothing. They're underdogs, and then they move themselves up. So I'm excited about that stuff.
Yeah, definitely, right. I agree.
You make me think of meta though, Joe. You know where it didn't unfortunately work, but now it's made a comeback, was Last Action Hero. Last Action Hero, at its time it bombed. Bro. Everybody hated it.
That was another one ahead of its time.
Yeah, it was ahead of its time.
I think it was because it wasn't like Arnold's other stuff, but now people watch that. It's like it had the right idea. Great sound.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Buggy baby bumper. He's like, ha! You didn't know I was gonna say that, did you?
Why are you shouting all the time?
I'm not deaf.
I think I need to rewatch that one. It's been a while. I do need to rewatch that one. That is a good one.
Oh, that really hurts.
It's been a while.
Anyway, sorry, we got off topic.
That's what makes this podcast great.
Oh yes.
I know we left off at 5, but who said they're number 5? That's why I've been marking it.
I haven't said 5 yet.
What's your
I
number
haven't
5,
said 5 yet. I haven't said my 5 yet.
Or I haven't said 6.
Actually, no, we have 6. So you guys have to. Yeah, you guys. No, we didn't get 5.
A little bit quicker. Yeah. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I did my. I said
6.
and. Yeah, 6 for me was ends. Yeah,
was ends.
Ands.
So who goes?
Oh, did Matt do 6? I'm sorry.
Yeah, I did my 6, right?
Yeah, your 6
was H3.
It was H3. That's right. That's what
yeah, now
my 7 was ends, and my 6 was H3.
Yeah, okay, I'll be quick. Yes, my 6 then was Halloween 2018. I'm happy with the ending they had in it, and that's what I think that's my third or fourth of the series. So I enjoy 2018's ending, and who would have ever thought that they were going to do a trilogy? But I think we had a good idea that they were going to after seeing 2018. So yeah,
after $200 some odd million,
the biggest one of the series, right? Yeah. Okay, so now we're top 5, right? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, baby.
All right, my number 5. This is where Dr. Chalice comes in for me. H3.
Nice.
Wow, I expected to be lower. Okay.
Yeah, I fought with it, but I looked at the other Halloween films. I'm like, you know what? They kind of had better endings, because of maybe it's the Myers factor. So I'm like, but I mean, my love for H3. But yeah. I mean, we talked about it over and over again. Yeah, it would have been nice to see them do something like even now if they do an anthology TV series, let one of the seasons be the day after. Let it be November 1st. Even if it's 40 years later, let's get. God bless Tom Atkins. Let's get him in there. God forbid something should happen to him because he's getting up there. How great would that be? 40 years later, he's still living with the aftermath because his kids had the masks, so his kids presumably died.
Yeah. You saying that? I'm sorry, but you saying that it just gave me an idea. What if they did 13 episodes and each one was the day after from all 13 films, November 1st from each of the 13 films? That could be something there.
Oh, hell yeah. I love that.
Hell yeah.
That could be cool.
Nice.
What about you, Big Joe? Numero 5.
Oh, shit. Getting into the heavy hitters here. No, H5. Sorry. Number 5 is H2O for me. Yes, it was stupid that she loads him up in the back of a van and then she fucking purposely goes off road and then he somehow perfectly ends up between a rock and a hard place. And she then proceeds to grab an axe and then cuts his fucking head off. I just like the fact that she did that and then she turns around and she looks all badass and then you're like, is this the end?
You get the original score there at the end, right? The original.
And it's like, is he dead? Michael's dead. Yeah. And we all knew that was bullshit. So that's my number 5. H2O.
Some bullshit.
H2O. Gatorade.
Straight up ass cheeks, right, Joe?
H2O. Gatorade.
Very nice. My number 5 might be controversial. I don't know, but my number 5 is Halloween Kills for the ending.
Nice.
Nice. I was thinking about it. Which of the endings of the most recent 3 do I like the most? And it came down to Kills because I gotta say, if I gotta pick, I feel like Kills is my favorite of the recent 3. I really feel like that's ultimate Michael Myers to me. I mean, so much of that, him coming out the fire, so many of those kills. And then the ending, though, and yeah, I understand why did Karen go in the house, and I agree with all that. What was she thinking? But I just love what I love the most about the ending. When I was thinking about this, making this list, is Michael wins. Like some of these times he's clearly still out there. Some of these times he's, for all intents and purposes, gone and dead. But this is one of the only that I can think of, maybe the only, where he is standing up, the last thing we see, taking out one of the primary, most important main characters in this version, and just saying, bring it on, So, I mean, it's like a Michael wins ending, which I don't know. We don't get too many of them. I mean, I know whenever he's still out there, he kind of still wins, but this one I feel like is the ultimate, like, Michael is the winner at the end of this one. And so, yeah, I like that ending. So for that, that's my number 5.
Nice.
Very nice. Very nice.
Okay, Joe. As much shit that you're going to get about Halloween 3, it's because I'm going to get shit for Halloween 5 being my 5th.
Oh my
this
God.
is going to be this has a lot to do with when I saw it. I was 8 years old when I was fortunate to have an older brother take me to these movies, which I probably shouldn't have. But seeing 4 and 5 back-to-back years, and then when 5 ended, I was like, "What are we going to be doing here? What are we going to be doing here? They got to think of something." And just now you hear about like it was just mad creative chaos. I was those 5. How many years did we have? 6 years between the sequel. The 6. Yep. I was so looking forward to it. I couldn't wait to. You didn't have the internet as much. All I had was Fangoria. That was the only thing I ever saw. You were anticipating this film for the longest 6 years ever. Yeah. Just that I just wanted to see how this Man in Black was going to appear. With 5, seeing that at a young age, like Jamie's in jeopardy and like all that stuff in the house. That when I saw that for the first time as a kid, that freaked the shit out of me. It was really. Yeah. And now you find out like there was a scene where you could see where she's got blood on her leg, where she did get stabbed.
Actually got stabbed, in
the laundry chute, and just it was just for my reasoning is just for it was effective for me its time when I was a kid. So it's Halloween 5, but the whole thing with the chain and the chains and the mask, that's silly. There's no doubt about it.
It is.
Yeah.
It looks like that when the explosion and then of course the bars are all bent and all that. It looks like fucking Wile E. Coyote had put like TNT and it was like a fucking explosion. It looked like fucking Looney Tunes fucking explosion. That's how he escaped from the fucking police station.
Wile E. Coyote had like an Acme bomb blew it up.
Yeah, an Acme bomb blew up the fucking police station.
And he's got a Tommy gun, right?
I know. What kind of Mickey Mouse fucking shit is this? I'm like,
you figure you see Home Alone a couple years later, you think it's that guy from those movies in the Home Alone, Angels with 30 Faces. It's like, oh, is that the guy?
It does look like him. You're right.
But my Tommy gun.
A filthy animal.
Can you imagine hearing him say to the Haddonfield police, "I'm going to give it to the count of 3."
Oh, that's great.
Now somebody out there is going to cut that into that scene now, and that's going to go viral. That's going to be.
Oh my god! Oh, that'd be so good. But you know what? We should probably do that as a special. What could we have done better with the Man in Black? What could have been done better? Yeah. Like I know people say twin brother. We could have thought of some other stuff though. Right?
That's what we all thought. It was like it'd be like a long lost brother or some type of relative. That's what everybody was thinking. That's what I was thinking.
I mean, for the time, that's what everybody was doing. It's your brother. It's Hans Gruber's brother.
Yes. Hey, that's a great Die Hard sequel. I don't care what anybody says. That third Die Hard movie's awesome.
They're like, the brother bit's been used to death.
Yes, Star Wars and Halloween did it enough, right?
Yeah. Everybody's thoughts on Rob Zombie's Monsters remake. I enjoyed it. It was a fun watch.
Yeah, and I think we talked about it. Like it ended so abruptly, though, right?
It just ended. You were like, "That's it."
Well,
what happened? It just ended.
If we had a ranking, that would be the last fucking movie, the worst ending ever.
That was just a horrible ending. But it was, aside from Daniel Roebuck as Grandpa, which was he was absolutely fantastic as Grandpa, and so was Richard Brake as Count Orlok, and even Jeff Daniel Phillips was fun. He was fun as Herman, and Sherry was just overacting, and she was just horrible. But the rest of it was a fun watch.
Yeah, I enjoyed it.
Yeah,
he's a true pro. That guy, Jeff Daniel, he's a pro.
Oh yeah,
he's a very good actor. I like him.
Yeah, at least we didn't see his face get smashed in too bad in H2 Halloween 2, right? God.
Oh, he got dude. That's right up there with fucking Sartain kill, bro. But it was repetitive.
He's relentless in that movie though. Remember with the nurse with Octavia Spencer and
brutal.
Man, that fucking shit was incredible, bro. Oh, that's so good. That's such a great fucking kill.
Couldn't be dead enough, right? Just like,
He's like, fuck yo, couch, motherfucker.
Like you just brought up Die Hard. Remember Jeremy Irons? I think he's dead. Remember he says that to the chick? I think he's dead.
That's kind of Michael's.
What were you saying, Matt? I'm sorry.
That's like Michael's attitude in that whole in Zombies H2. It's like not dead enough for everybody in that movie. Like that's his whole attitude. I feel like just not dead enough.
Dude, really. He kills that blonde girl in the truck that like felt bad for him getting the shit kicked out of him by the brother or the dad, right? Or whoever they were.
No.
Like, dude, you didn't have to slaughter the shit out of her. She was comforting your ass.
Yeah, she was. He don't care in that one. Yeah,
He
nobody
just didn't care.
Yeah.
Hey, sorry, Brett. You forgot me. You forgot to take the safety catch off.
Oh, God.
When he's eating the boiled eggs.
Oh,
I'm sorry.
yes.
I'm sorry.
Oh,
Yeah. I'm sorry. Jeremy Irons. You forgot to take the safety catch off.
and he just shoots him in the leg.
Sorry.
That's another movie that's got a different ending to it too, Joe. Well, we can talk about that another time.
Yeah,
That's got a real different ending. That Die Hard movie.
So good.
Yeah.
So what did you give you number 5, Brett?
Yeah, Halloween
Yes.
5. I'm not going to repeat it. A lot of mine are matching the number of the movie.
Well, mine's not going to match the number of the movie, but my number 4 is H2O, because when I was in the theater, as soon as she cut his head off, I was like, no, they didn't go there. I couldn't believe they actually went there and had her decapitate him. I was like floored that they actually did that. And,
You were getting the pitchforks and the bonfires going, starting shit up. We're
we're gonna burn this freaking place down. I was there with my buddy Pat. These guys met out at H45. And we were both like, did they just take his head off? We're like, holy shit.
Pat with Dick Warlock with the upside down dentures, right? The flip dentures.
Oh, do I have that picture handy? I'll have to bring it up. Did you ever see that picture? I'll show it to you, Matt. It's a picture. So my friend Pat, I've known him since kindergarten. He lives out in California, so we met up with him at age 45. So he took a picture with Dick Warlock, and Dick Warlock took his dentures and put them upside down. I'll have to bring the picture up.
Yeah. I've not seen that.
I can find it quick for you because you said
that's hilarious.
I haven't. Well, I remember I sent it to you the other day, so I can.
Yeah, because my wife laughed for like 20 minutes.
Let's see, where is it? Oh, here it is. Okay.
Dick Warlock's awesome.
Oh, he's the best. Yeah, we love him.
There it is.
That's hilarious.
Oh my god.
That's
crazy.
funny.
That is great.
That's great.
When you first you first see it, it's like, does he got an orange in his mouth or something?
I know.
No.
You see, it's got fangs. What is it?
Well, they're not flipped. He just
That's
has them
funny.
out, sticking them out, right? They're not flipped, actually. They're just
like flipped.
Yeah.
You got to
That's
put that
awesome.
fucking powder on them. Fucking.
Well, shout out to Darren Sands. I had him on. I got to go watch it. Did you guys watch it?
I watched it before. It was Darren from the Slaughtered Lamb did a great interview with Dick Warlock.
He did. I saw that.
Talking about the firewalk scene.
Oh, I did see that pop up. I haven't watched it yet, but yeah,
Really good.
Have to check that out.
A lot of fun. Halloween 3 for Everscaped at number 4. Jeff, look at Jeff firing a freaking shot across the bow. I'm gonna start shit up here. Look at this. His number 4 is Halloween.
Well, everybody's got to have one that's an oddball. Right? Everybody has an oddball, right? Joe,
Yeah.
you
Go ahead and block him from the channel there, Pat. Go ahead and block him.
straight up ass cheeks, according to Joe. Right, Joe? Straight up.
Straight up ass cheek. Straight up ass cheeks.
So what was your number 4, Joe? Because mine was
Number
H2O.
4. Right.
H-O.
It goes right with the number 4, H4, baby. One of my top favorites. It's very interesting.
Yeah, I thought it would have been higher for you, honestly.
Yeah, I really wanted it to be, but the 3 that I have really just kind of take the cake. But this is upper echelon, right? But I mean, the fact that you see Michael get shot 1,000 times, he falls into this fucking mine. You really don't know if he's dead or alive, so he kind of takes a back seat. Then you proceed to then see, the whole scene where Jamie puts on the mask and she does what she does. And then she's standing at the top of the stairwell. And the best part for me is when she's all bloody and Loomis is losing his fucking shit. No! And he's trying to shoot her. And then the sheriff comes in and no, it was one of the best endings. You know what I mean? Like, it's just
Shocker,
tier, man.
It's a shock.
Doesn't get much better than that.
That's another one I remember sitting in the theater and watching that. My brother took me to the theater and some of his friends and watched that. And because you start to see the sequence.
Yeah.
Starts where the mask comes down and you and you don't even know. You're like, what the fuck is this?
Yep.
And then you realize it's her. It was like, whoa, the whole theater was like, whoa.
It's fucking
Great.
gnarly.
Great ending.
And then of course you find out in the next film that she doesn't actually kill her stepmother, whatever. But it's to me, it's just the transference of the evil. You get that shot that you just mentioned there, Pat. So I mean, and it's funny how that Michael literally took a backseat to that. Like you saw him get shot to shit, but really he got shot a bunch of times before. So what, we just expect him to be dead? Like I don't understand. Like I don't understand what they thought with that. But anyway, yeah, Jamie, that ending was the shit. So that's my number 4. H4 for 4.
4 for 4.
Did you see Bill's comment about the Man in Black should have been 2 little people under the trench coat?
So now we're top 4. Yeah, I mean, all of these are like
stellar,
like you
right?
said, top tier. Like I love all of these endings. They're none of them are bad. Yeah, nothing that I dislike about any of these 4, but I gotta put them in some order. So I picked Halloween 2, original Halloween 2, 81. Speaking of Dick Warlock, the great Dick Warlock, the Firewalk, Michael burning. I mean, I think it's poetic, just fire being the thing that takes him out. Because at this time, I mean, he's dead. We don't know, as far as anybody knows, he's dead at the end of that one. And I think fire, just symbolically, you know, for whatever it means. I mean, what could take out pure evil more than that? It's got to be that. And then, though, what really makes it, again, a haunting, just devastating, can't get it out your mind ending for me, is the final shot of Laurie. You know, because we see the mask burning, and then she gets in the ambulance, she's pulling away, and it's just that close up of her face, and you can just tell she is just messed up. Whatever timeline you take from that, you're gonna find her in a messed up place.
Oh hell yeah!
Whatever adventure you choose from there, and then, you know, Sandman kicks in, and it's just the juxtaposition of this happy Sandman and just knowing what you just saw is like. And again, it's the idea that, okay, Michael's defeated, he's gone, but look at this damage that he has left. And the older I get, these are things that didn't hit me when I was young, but the older I get, it's those type moments where I think the deeper thoughts of like, oh my God, what's really going on here is, yeah, they beat Michael, but Loomis died in the process. Our true hero here, like, sacrificed himself. And I mean, we know he didn't later, but at that time it's like Loomis sacrificed himself and Laurie's just messed up for forever now. So yeah, great ending to that one, and love Dick Warlock. Like we said, I mean, he can do no wrong in life and in film.
Amen.
You know, it makes you wonder, though, like if H2 was connected with this new trilogy, would have Laurie tried to trap him in fire again because he survived the fire in the second?
Yeah,
probably not.
That would have been different, right?
Yeah, probably not. Yeah.
Oh, but everybody here now, I remember, I forget what year it was, but it was sometime in the late 80s when I was up late one night, and I think it was on like one of those channels. Was it USA Up All Night? I think it was. Remember Ron DeShear used to do the show before Gilbert Gottfried?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So I come home on a Saturday night, hang out with friends, and they're like, "Oh, Halloween 2 is coming." I'm like, "Oh, awesome!" And then I'm sitting there watching it, like, this is not the Halloween 2 I've seen before, because I had never seen the television cut.
Oh yeah.
All the seeds.
And then all these extra scenes. I'm like, wait, what was that? I'm like, what was that? Then at the end, when Jimmy sits up, you're like, what the hell is that? Am I watching the same movie I saw in the theater? I had no idea, because I remember seeing Halloween on the TV cut, and I saw those extra scenes in the beginning. I do remember that, but I don't think I had ever seen up to that point the television version of Halloween 2. It was back in the 80s. I remember my dad got the second VCR, so of course I went and rented Halloween 2, Halloween 3, made copies for myself, so I had them so I could watch them. Yeah, a little pirating. I didn't sell them. I just made it for myself.
Damn right.
But when I saw that, I was just like, and I remember the first person I called was my friend Pat, that you guys met, the one that was just in the picture. I'm like, did you watch Halloween 2 last night? He goes, no, why? I go, there was all sorts of weird shit in there, man. Everything was out of order. There was different scenes. There was a different ending. He's like, the hell are you talking about? I go, I don't know. And we didn't find it until much later on, because it's not like they just repeat stuff and there was nothing out there. And when he finally saw it, he's like, yeah, what the hell was that?
And it's not talked about as much. H2O's got a cut like that too, even though H2O's is very
H2O does, yeah.
very vague too.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but that blew my mind because there's like sequences that aren't there. There's different scenes, and it was just out of order. And I was just like, and then Jimmy's sitting up at the end. I'm like, what the hell was that?
Yeah, well, Pat, my brother's close to your age, and that's ever since they've been on TV. That's like the big thing my brother likes to do is to see when they're going to be on and where they are. He's always curious about that stuff, and we talked about it. I think that was the first time he ever saw it too. Was on USA when they had the rights to show it. So, be curious. So.
Yeah, well, I mean, I used to come home every Saturday night to watch Tales from the Dark Side, and then I'd watch, basically just watching Ron the Shear because I wanted to see Up and everything bounce.
Oh. Matt, that's a good question. You like Tales from the Dark Side? Right. Did you watch that?
Yeah, love it.
Cool.
Yeah, that and Tales from the Crypt too. I used to watch that all the time on HBO back in the day. Loved that. That was that in the 80s or 90s? I don't even. Was that 80s?
Late 80s into the 90s.
Late 80s. Okay. Yeah. That was I love both of them. Yeah.
Good stuff. What numbers were we on? We're on 4. Okay. Yeah, this is where Halloween 3 falls in for me. So Halloween 3.
Look at you. You just stuck with the numbers, didn't you? You just did all the numbers.
No, Halloween 3 is my number 4, so it's off a little bit.
So now,
okay. I'm looking at my 3. That's why you just said number 3.
We'll go quick on it. Like it's kind of like we talked about. I love endings like in Carpenter-esque to where it leaves it to your imagination.
Yeah,
and, like they lived the thing. Even Prince of Darkness, and for its time, Halloween before there were sequels too. Leaves it, just leaves you wondering, man. So
you can tell me, Brett. You can tell me.
Would you shut the fuck up?
Or me too. You're all fucked in the head.
I have to get that clip. I forgot all about it. I can't believe it. That's my next. That will be my next clip. Clark Griswold. You know what I think? I think you're all fucked in the head.
It's just so random when he says that, though.
That's the other day. He's like, Pat, this has got to be the next clip you put up there. I'm like, yes, and I completely didn't have a chance to do it.
It's all matter of fact.
He just stops the car in the middle of the thunderstorm and says it right when they want to go home.
All right, so that's your number. So number 3 is your number 4. So my number 3 is my number 3 is Halloween 4. Halloween 4. Like I said, that was, it was just a shock. I mean, nobody expected that. I mean, there's no social media, no nothing. So went into that movie completely blind, except for that's before the days of when the trailers really spoiled shit. They really didn't spoil a lot back then. They just had a couple of teasers. And I went in completely blind. I'm like, yeah, they're bringing Michael Myers back. My brother was like, yeah, I'll take you. And we all went, made a night of it. And at the end of it, I was just like, whoa. Then you were waiting because you think because it was such a big hit. Like, they're going to do a part 5. And like, is she going to be like his sidekick now? Because that made you think, okay, if she's a killer now too, how is this going to work?
Yeah. Or is she taking over?
Yeah. Or is she going to be because I mean, come on, let's face it. It's a 9-year-old girl. Who's she going to be killing? I mean, she snuck up on the mom. It's not like she's going to be. She'd have to really be a sneaky little prick, to be able to kill people.
If you look at Chucky's a little bastard that can kill a lot of motherfuckers.
It could have had potential, yeah.
You have to be very stealthy.
We never saw Star's sidekick be a decent vampire in the Lost Boys, so you can.
He's a little boy. You stay away from him.
Everybody's like,
you think? No, actually, it doesn't kill Mrs. Elrod in the TV version, but there's that great scene where she looks out the window and then it just flashes to his face.
Oh yeah,
remember the TV cut?
Yeah.
Because in the movie, she picks up the blood. She has the blood in her hand. She just screams, and you see him walking away towards Alice's house. But in the TV cut, she screams, and then she looks forward, and then you see him like his face is like a jack-o'-lantern in the window. And that's one of the things I saw. I was like, what the hell was that? Yeah. So she sees him. She essentially sees him in the television cut.
Mm-hmm. Beautiful.
It's a beaut, Clark. It's a beaut.
It's a beaut. So we're at number 3, right? So who's got number 3? Is that Joe?
That's Big Joe. Big Joe.
Oh my goodness. Let's pull my list back up. All right, number 3, 2018, baby. We get our trapping on. He like, gotcha. Boom, we get shot. He tumbles down, blah, blah, blah. They lock him in there. They set the shit ablaze. We've covered this, I think, extensively, but I can remember how monumental that movie was for me. It was a resurgence of Halloween back into my life, and it meant a lot to me, still does to this day. And I just remember leaving the theater and seeing that ending, and I'm just like, I know he's not dead. I know he's not dead. I was so excited because I knew there was more to come. Up until my knowledge, up until that point, I just had that feeling like we're getting more, and this was incredible. And the movie is just one of my favorites. It's fucking amazing, but that ending really left you like, oh man, we're just getting started. So I love it. So that's my top 3. That's number 3.
She had a lot of ammunition in that basement. Wouldn't it have been funny if you started hearing shit go off randomly?
Seriously. Yeah, she did.
I expect maybe she should have had a fucking bomb in that bitch, not just a fire. She should have had like a fucking C4 fucking detonated fucking, you know what I mean? Like she should have blew some shit up, you know? Take no chance.
I'm surprised she didn't have it rigged up like that.
Yeah, like what the fuck? Okay, burn it down, cool. But
you gotta love it where we get when you're such a big fan of stuff, we take it to the extreme, isn't it fun?
like fucking John McClane took a TV, piece of C4, wrapped that bitch in cord, and threw it down a fucking elevator. Okay, come on. We need you to get creative there, Lori. What the shit?
Yeah. You had 40 years.
Yeah, come on. You fucking anyway. I digress.
Okay, my turn. We're at number 3, right?
Number 3.
All right, my number 3 is H2O.
Nice.
You guys have talked about it a lot. I mean, I saw that one in theater when it first came out. It was a big moment for me because it was like I was always a fan of Carpenter and Halloween and Halloween 2 especially, and but that was the first one I ever saw in the theater, and I still remember when it came out, and it was just a big time for me. And the ending, I still think the ending is a perfect ending, as taken for what it is. As you guys have said, I mean, a lot of things about H2O haven't aged great, but there's still so many things in it that I really love. I love Janet Leigh's cameo, first of all, and her whole scene with Lori. Every word of that dialogue when she's like, if I could be maternal for a moment, or it's Halloween and I've seen you like this before. Like, I mean, just those little, it sends chill. I got chills talking about it. When she walks to her psycho car and a little bit of the psycho music comes in. So much about that movie I love. And there's lots of other things. But the ending, man. Oh, and when Lori finally sends the kids away, you know, because she's been putting Michael out of her, and she grabs that axe and she does the Loomis yell. Normally it's Loomis saying, Michael, but she's like, Michael. Oh, it's so good to me. And then we get the ending, and yeah, everything you said is ridiculous about the ambulance and all, but I mean, she beheads him and she's just doing the breathing at that point, and it's almost
the mood
like
of the atmosphere. Yeah,
it's almost like a recreation of the H4 ending that we had seen already, but now it's Lori, and it felt more official at the time, I guess, because it was like now Lori's back, and even though it's kind of the H4 ending in some ways, but I just loved it. I still love it when I watch it. Yeah, I just think it's a great ending, and to me that's the real original ending, the H1, H2, H2O. Like that's the original Laurie Strode trilogy. And yeah, I enjoy what they've done with this alternate Laurie Strode story, and that is what it is. But yeah, for that original Laurie Strode story, if you're gonna go past part 1, to me you got to go past part 2 and conclude it with H2O, because that's the way to end it right there.
You know, I was thinking
you get that little callback. Well, you actually get 2 callbacks to Scream, obviously, because do you want to die tonight? So you see they have part 2 in there. But what does she say when she's saying, "Go down to the Beckers"?
Yes, that's right.
Casey
I forgot
Becker.
about that. You're right. Yep.
Go down to the Beckers' house. It's a mild, and she used Sanzay Mackenzie. She said the Beckers. So
I forgot about that. You're right. And because don't they say Mackenzie's in Scream? I think that was it. Like they say when the parents come home,
they
say Mackenzie's, and then in H2O they say Becker's. Yeah, I love that. Yeah, one of the many things I love about that.
Hey, John. Take care, man.
Good night, John. Thanks for joining.
Hi, buddy. Hell yeah.
So diehards. That's awesome.
I like. That's gonna be my new name.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
I think about this a bit with Mustafa Akkad, unfortunately, with his passing, how that was just so tragic and random. But
Yeah.
Imagine if like he didn't have Resurrection and like his platform would have ended right at H2O, and then Malik could have just started fresh. I was like, man, if we didn't have Resurrection as his last one for his legacy on that,
wasn't the best way to go out, unfortunately.
Yeah. But you can't control that stuff.
But could you imagine how great it would be if he was still alive today, seeing with the trilogy and H45? It probably would just blew. Blew his.
Yeah,
I mean, the movies probably would have been way different. Way different. Yeah,
I'm sure. Yeah.
Shit.
Well, they're going in the right direction. Malik Akkad, I can't wait to see how much he drinks at age 50. I'm looking forward to seeing it. So.
Yeah, let's see. Let's see if we can spot him without a drink in his hand. Because at age 45, I don't think we were looking like, let's see if we see him without a drink in his hand. Nope, not once. God bless him.
It was so funny.
But I was gonna say, but if it was you or I mean, wouldn't we all? I think we'd all be celebrating too if we were.
Absolutely. It's just,
the next one is let's see if we can see Pat without a drink in his hand because
that'll be the next one, right?
I think it was just so shocking. I was so cool to see him like that because he was humbled by it.
Mm-hmm.
He was.
Yeah. Totally.
Okay, we're at number 3. This is where H2 falls for me. I like other endings more. That's all. I'm not going to go further into it. But Halloween 2, 81, number 3.
Nice.
Very nice. And that's where I'm going with my number 2. My number 2 is Halloween 2. Nice. Love that ending. And because I was actually going to ask you, but then you had mentioned it, Matt. I was going to say, what was the first Halloween film that you actually saw in the theater? And you said H2O. Mm-hmm.
Yes.
First Halloween I ever saw in the theater was Halloween 2 in 81.
Nice.
Same thing. Oh, wow. Advantages of like Brett having an older brother. So my older brother and his friends took me to see it. Scared the shit out of me. And I don't know if you ever heard the story. The story was, so we were in the back row of the theater, and we were like, I don't know if you remember the old style theaters with the big doors, and they would have like a little like wall. So when you open the door, it wouldn't flash onto the screen. So we were right by that. So the whole time they knew I was freaking scared shit because you figure 81. I was 9 years old. And they had somebody going around the side, and like during the scary moment, somebody kept tapping me on the shoulder, and I'm like, you're like, I'm not turning around because what the fuck if somebody's back there? So I was like, the whole time they were scaring the shit out of me. And they're rolling on the joke, scaring the crap out of me. Yeah. Then I realized after I'm like, what are you doing? You guys just. My brother's like, dude, you're scaring the shit out of my brother. He's gonna be in my bed tonight, for fuck's sake.
He's gonna wet the bed.
The memories to stay with you forever.
Yes. I remember watching that in the theater, and it scared the crap out of me. And was really cool is because it was a real dreary day. So like when we walked out of the theater, it looked like we were in the parking lot of Haddonfield Memorial Hospital when it was like real dreary looking, and it was foggy because it was right on the river in Edgewater where I grew up in northern New Jersey. And I walked out, I was like, oh my God, this looks like the parking lot too. Holy shit. It scared the crap out of me.
You guys were. I just saw Matt Gonzalez comment here. It made me think. Did you guys see? Obviously, I saw H2O. It was opening day. So the whole thing was packed. The whole place was packed. The place popped when she chops his head off. Probably.
Oh, everyone everybody clapped.
Awesome.
I remember going like, "Yay!" I'm like, dude, they took his head off. What are you clapping for?
It's like you really thought that even then. Like, is this really over? Is this really the end?
Yeah, I walked out sad at first, but then I was like, no, it's not.
Travis, the first one only you've seen in the theater was 2018. That's it. You only saw that one, huh? I've seen every single one in the theater except for the original. I've seen the original Halloween since several times on rewatches. When they have special screenings, but didn't see it in the theater. But every other from H2 on. And it was funny when I went to see Halloween Resurrection, Abortion. The theater we went to, the movie broke halfway through. So I tell everybody, I go, that was a sign to not finish this fucking movie.
Yeah. They couldn't even
you should have bought that. You should have bought that film reel.
Yeah, they couldn't even put it on good film. That's just.
I remember the lights came up. They gave us a voucher for a free movie to come back because the movie, like halfway through, it broke.
The projector rejected it.
It just went
projector.
I refuse to play this shit. This shite.
No problems with that anymore with digital, right?
Yeah, right. I remember being in theaters back in the day when stuff like that would go wrong.
Oh yeah, out of focus too, and
yeah.
That is
I remember the days of you'd walk out of there and you'd smell like a 4-alarm fire because the last 10 rows people would be smoking in them.
Oh damn. Bingo.
Yeah. Remember the days when they actually could smoke in the movie theater? The last 10 rows, people could smoke in there because obviously it never drifted past that 10th row.
I always think of
what was the logic behind that? It's like, oh no, like smoking sections in a restaurant. It's like this table here is non-smoking, but the one next to it is smoking. It's like, well, I'm still breathing it all in anyway, idiot.
I keep thinking of Robert De Niro in fucking Cape Fear. Ha ha ha! He's smoking a cigar.
Oh yeah.
Counselor.
Good call.
Well, what about you, Joe? Number 2.
Number 2. Oh, you mother lovers are gonna hate me. H2. I'm sorry. Number 2 is H1 for me.
Nice.
No problem with that.
No problem.
It's
right there.
Of course, Loomis comes in, saves the day. I shot him 6 times. He falls off the balcony. You see his body's gone, and then you started getting all these different shots. Where the fuck is Michael? That's when you realize shit is real. That the boogeyman is real, and this motherfucker is unstoppable. One of the best movies in movie horror history. You really didn't realize how powerful he really was up until a certain point. But now you realize that the motherfucker is essentially bulletproof. You know what I mean? It just kind of set the stage to like, this dude is fucking terrifying. He has otherworldly powers. What's driving him, what gives him his power. Essentially he's just evil incarnate. And it's one of the best endings, man. So, and there's a reason why I know I picked H2, but you'll see. We'll get to that, but that's my choice.
Well, we know you're a bigger. Well, Joe's a bigger fan of H2 than H1, which is nothing wrong with that.
Nothing wrong.
Yeah.
Oh,
Nothing wrong with that. I get it.
All right.
It's not my will anymore.
Where are we? Number 2. My number 2 is number 4, H4.
Nice.
For pretty much everything we've already discussed. I mean, I love that ending. It's just always haunting to me. The Loomis scream. It's just one of the greatest moments ever. I mean, his acting in that moment, I just feel his pain because it's like he just sent Michael to hell, he believes. And he just said he's in hell where he belongs. And it's like he looks up and it started all over again. Like, just like that. Like he didn't even have a second to be like, and that's what gets me is Donald Pleasance and that manic, just no. And like you said, the sheriff has to come in and stop. I think people miss that. Like, he was going to shoot the little girl.
He was going to
shoot Jamie Lloyd. He was going to shoot her dead, and nothing would have stopped him if they hadn't just run in there. You know, like like I don't think in '63 had Loomis showed up if he would have just pulled a gun right out on little Michael. He wasn't that person, but this was after all these years, and then here it comes again, and he's just like, no. I mean, it is so powerful. I love that ending. He
was driven to madness, and he finally thought it was done. And then he saw that again. It sent him off the fucking rails, man.
Yeah,
man, that is so good.
So good. Oh, it's so great. Yeah, I love it.
Imagine if she didn't stay up on the stairs just with the scissors up. She ran down the stairs. They're wondering why she ran downstairs. Walks out the door. Go upstairs. What the fuck happened?
Well, right? That would have been. Or yeah, she just ran right by them while they're all.
I'm sorry. I'm just being silly.
Yeah, excuse me. I got places to be. Yeah. And then she's just on the loose. Well, when y'all mentioned earlier, not to get off the subject, but you like, what would it have been had she been the killer in 5? I'm thinking, and yeah, she's 9 and she couldn't do much damage, but what if she could? What if they had her doing like really like things Michael could never do, like climbing into people's windows and you know what I mean? Like really hiding in little places that like nobody'd ever look. Somebody opens an oven and she's in there and comes out. So, I mean, they could have done all kinds of just
stabbing kids for candy and shit. No, just
like that. I mean,
for their lunch money.
Yeah, the possibilities are endless. She could be a normal trick-or-treater going to anybody's house dressed up in any kind of costume and just kill motherfuckers.
Yeah,
seriously.
Or It's Time. If they would have done something like that, God, that would have been so controversial.
Oh, I
Still,
know.
even now, I guess probably could be a little bit too.
That's
awesome.
Yeah. it could have been really fun.
The potential.
I was already freaked out with Pet Cemetery with the kid too already. I was like, oh,
I know, fucking Nico. Exactly, Nico.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah, he was. Yeah, he was great in that. Oh man, so good.
Well, man, I am
fair.
with you. What was that, Pat?
When he injects the
no fair,
Hughes.
right? Yeah, no fair.
No fair.
Yes.
I'm with Matt. Number 2 is part 4. I think it's just because at its time it was there's not an ending like it in the series, right? That's just
Right.
Whoo.
Yeah.
And another just really dark feeling if you think about it after the credits roll. And again, as a kid, I didn't think, but now as a grown up, and I just think about Loomis, like we've already said. I mean, just man, what that dude had been through, and at that moment, it's just it all comes crashing down.
Yeah,
so good.
And I don't know. I don't mind her being kind of connected to him in 5. I don't think that part really bothered me as bad. That whole creative direction.
That never bothered me. Yeah.
Yeah, I know some people didn't like it, but it kind of connects with what happened in 4, right? So,
yeah. I mean, that part never really bothered me. I appreciated it, and just Danielle's so good. I think she's even better in 5 than in 4, and she's great in 4. But man, her acting for such a young person in part 5, especially. I mean, both of them, but in part 5, her acting is just so good because she can't even talk for most of the movie, right? And she's just so good.
You know, she's so good. I remember getting so pissed off because she was a bratty little bitch in The Last Boy Scout, right, Joe? You know what I mean? Remember Bruce Willis's daughter?
Oh, I love it.
Yep.
Yeah.
She's like, fuck off.
Mm-hmm.
I do like her. Don't tell the mom Bagerser's dead though, because that whole movie rules. But
that movie's awesome.
Yeah. Anyways, so I guess we're all at number 1 then, right?
We're all number 1 for obvious reasons, but we need to find out what Joe's number 1 is because we're all on the same page except for Joe.
Damn right.
So you know how I feel. You know, H1 and H2 is all one big movie, but H2 to me is my favorite movie of all time. And H2, the ending, you know, you have the showdown. Michael finally chases them down. He corners them into this room. He busts in. Laurie shoots his 2 eyes. He can't see. He starts swiping the fucking scalpel crazily. Of course, Loomis has the lighter that he acquired earlier in the film. And then, you know, I love how he's not scared of death. Loomis literally looks death in the face, literally and figuratively. He's not afraid to kill himself, you know, because he's about to get killed anyways. So he's like, this is the only way I'm going to take out this too. Yeah, he's like, I'm ready to just take out this monster. So Laurie takes off. It's time, Michael, which is one of my favorite lines from him.
Get out now.
Get out now. It's time, Michael. And boom, explosion up your ass.
Boom.
You get the flames and all that, and then you see the man coming out, and you see Laurie sitting there, and she sees him walking, and of course he collapsed. And I love the scene where you can see the mask. You see all the flames coming out of the mask. Like that's one of my favorite things ever. Mr. Sandman plays, and yeah, the ending is just so special to me. And it could have been that could have been it. Could have been it. That's it.
Mm-hmm.
Done.
Well, here. So since we knew that Matt, Brett, and myself were going to pick number 1.
Yes.
For what reasons? Because my story is when I first saw Halloween, I had never even heard of it. We were coming home after trick or treating, back in 1980 to watch The Warriors, and that's why I'm a huge fan of The Warriors. We were coming to watch The Warriors, and then what came on HBO right after The Warriors was Halloween. Never even heard of it, and we're like, "Well, it's Halloween night. Let's watch Halloween." Had no idea what the hell it was because there's no social media, no nothing, and it scared the shit out of me and my cousins. And that's the whole thing. Like we saw, you think we're gonna go to bed, but when you see him disappear at the end, we were like, holy shit, he could be in my room. And same thing, they show all the different places he was, and I'm thinking like, oh shit, he's in my room. I ain't going upstairs. I'm not leaving this fucking room now.
Yeah, I think I remember a long time ago I mentioned this. My intro to the series was a little bit later in life because I remember consistently always seeing H4 all the time. H4. I didn't come into contact with H2 until like I was maybe a young teenager, maybe, you know, roughly. So then that's when I developed a love for H2, and it kind of just stuck. So of course, I think H4 was my intro, and then H2 over the time. So I'm kind of partial to H2 overall. I love H1, but it didn't have the H1 didn't have the impact on me that it has for you guys. You know what I mean? Because for me, H4 is that movie for me. It was my intro, so that's always holds a special place in my heart. Always,
There's Danielle.
Always and forever. You know what I mean? So that brought me in. H2 is kind of like my grail. I love H2.
Joe, I got to tell you this, and minus the creative direction of like the differences, your passion for Halloween 2 compared to Halloween 1 is comparable for me with Rocky 2 with Rocky 1. I got to tell you that.
Yes.
Minus the killing and but I just got to tell you that every time your parallels of explaining that, I'm like, God, this is how I feel Joe saying with Rocky 2 to Rocky 1.
Yeah, like my wife tells everybody, like everybody's like, "Oh, Joe likes Halloween." She's like, "No, Halloween 2." She always, but she knows it's Halloween, but she knows it's 2 because I watch it all the time, dude. If there's nothing on TV, I put it on. Like it's just my comfort food. I love that film so much, man. Why the fuck would I go and spend $70 on a fucking bullshit T-shirt?
Seriously, dude.
Well, and you know how much H2 merchandise there is out there. Universal
I know, and that's what makes it so awesome. It's so fucking cool for me, man. It's so cool for me.
That is our ranking of the Halloween endings.
Yes, that was an awesome marathon.
That was awesome. That was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Everybody throw some more in the chat if you want. Hit us up after the fact. And we got a couple other sections tonight, and you can hang with us, right, Matt? You have a time limit, do you?
Yeah, I can hang for a little while. Yeah.
All right, cool. Because we got a few other things we do. We'll plow through them real quick. We usually do a movie review, and because we review the movie on Sunday night, then Tuesday night we do our watch along. And this Tuesday, getting ready to start the spooky season, so we figured we did it on our old podcast, but we didn't do it on this one. So this year we're going to start it off with Trick or Treat, 1986.
Oh, I love it. Yes,
Nice.
love that one.
Great film. So we'll be watching that come Tuesday night. Watch along. And actually, who's joining us? Oh, Bill, the Everskate is joining us. He asked if he can sit in. So Billy Bear is going to be sitting in with us.
Billy Bear.
So let's do our quick movie review. So tonight we're reviewing Trick or Treat 86, not Trick or Treat.
The music one.
The music one.
The metal one.
It's Sammy Kerr, Mr. Sammy Kerr. Rest in peace.
I'm gonna excuse myself for this segment real quick. I got to do something for the neighborino. I will be back with you guys. Go ahead, y'all do this part without. I'll be right back. I'll be back.
You got it.
Do it now. So I saw this on cable. Did I see it on cable? I think I saw it on Skinamax. I'm trying to remember if I saw it on Skinamax or if I rented it. I forget the first time I saw this. But of course, one of the reasons I was watching it, who was in it besides Ozzy? Gene Simmons.
Mm-hmm.
Gene Simmons.
So I'm a huge Kiss fan, so I was like, I'm watching it just for that, just to see Gene Simmons in it.
Sure.
But it was great to see, at the time, what do you call it, was still on the air. Family Ties. So it was great to see Skippy in a movie.
Yeah, outside of being Skippy, right?
Being Skippy, yep. And this, it's a lot of fun. It's you see him. He was like the outcast, like us, like the horror fans that just stuck in our lane. And we like the music we like the movies we like. So you can definitely sympathize with the shit he was going through. And then you had those assholes that were that were just luring him to the party and just messing around. Unfortunately, I didn't have any of that. I mean, but you see, there was always those kids that got bullied because they were different than everybody else. And but what it turned out to be, like him loving that band and Sammy Kerr coming to life, and then here he is, basically having to battle something he loved, which is that band, Sammy Kerr. So, but it's a lot of fun. I think it actually ages well. I mean, it gives you it's got that 80s vibe, of course, because it's like it fits into all those films. Like, you're watching, like, say, Friday Part 6. They all look like they're shot like together, and they all have that same look. And it's nostalgic for me because you figure 80s. So this was what, 86. I was a freshman in high school, so I was 14 years old, I guess. And I was into music, liked heavy metal, loved Kiss. So this movie had everything I loved in it. And it's got a little bit of nostalgia cheese in it too, which I like. It's a little cheesy. So for me, we usually give it a ranking between 1 and 10. I would give this probably, so just for nostalgia reasons, I'm going to give this a 7.5 out of 10.
Nice.
And I'm looking forward to I think the last time I watched it is when we watched it on our old podcast. So
that's the last time I watched it. I think it's finally coming out like an official release with 4K. It's
supposed to be coming out official. I think it's supposed to get like a real big release because you seen people. Who is it? Was it Fright Rags? Who put out the
Fright Rags? I thought put some stuff.
Put a bunch of shirts and stuff out.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah.
I don't. Well, it was made 86, 87. I only saw it once before we watched it on the old podcast, and
really,
the guy that played, I just remember Mark Price because he was on Family Ties. Who didn't watch Family Ties? Most people did, right? But upon researching when we watched it the first time, I forgot this was directed by Charles Martin Smith, who it was his directorial debut. So he was mostly in movies as supporting actors or TV shows. So it was kind of wild to see him in it. But the actor that's no longer with us that played Sammy Kerr, God, you imagine that guy if he was around for conventions? He's been dead 30 years, I think, now, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he died young, very young.
Yeah, unfortunately.
I do remember this being one of the first nude scenes I ever saw. That scene in the car.
It's a great scene too.
That's a great scene. That's what.
Yes.
That's definitely one of the most memorable scenes for sure.
And so, the other, but Gene Simmons is the DJ, right?
Yep.
And Ozzy's got such a small part. They're really kind of just background noise, I guess. Maybe for more, they're there for promotional, right? But I think I would, I think I'd give it a 7. I'll give it a 7. So,
what about you, Matt?
Yeah, I mean, I love this movie. I mean, I'm an old school metal fan anyway, metalhead. So a lot of the soundtrack I just crank all the time anyway, especially around Halloween season. But the bands, especially Ozzy, I mean, and he's got a tiny cameo in it, but it's a great little moment with him and very fitting, especially if you think of the time period of 86. That was like the height of the satanic panic where everybody thought that Ozzy's albums were worshiping Satan and Iron Maiden and don't play them backwards. And all this stuff was happening in real life that I don't know if everybody knows or remembers. And I wasn't aware of that part so much at the time. I was too young, but I was getting into a lot of this music right around this time and would really get into it not too long after 86. And now I love it. Now it's classic rock, and I listen to it all the time.
Isn't that something? Isn't that wild? How that
it is. It's so surreal, But so the soundtrack and the heavy metal setting, first of all, gets high praise for me because there's not enough movies like that.
Fastway, the soundtrack from Fastway is awesome.
And Fastway, doing all the songs, the Sammy Kerr songs. I mean, they do a great job. And then it's a Halloween movie, obviously. So you got the heavy metal, you got the Halloween, and then just the whole idea of, this dead rock star coming back. And like you mentioned, I mean, it is kind of poetic in a way where his number one fan kind of has to be the one. He got the genie out the bottle, brought him back, and now he's got to be the one that's got to kind of go against him and stop the thing that he loves the most because he realizes that, I guess nothing lasts forever. And Mark Price being the outsider, like you guys mentioned, I relate to that. I was kind of like him in high school. At least I felt like I was, I mean, I was kind of like him. I felt like, and so I was a metalhead and just, and felt like I knew and got along with people I didn't know, like out in the bigger world than I did with my own like classmates in high school. Like I felt like I could probably relate to these people making these songs than the people I'm taking algebra with or whatever. And I feel like that's Mark Price's character in that Ragman. So, I look forward to watching this movie whenever. I'll probably tune into your watch along and watch it along with you because I'm due for my annual rewatch of this. It's about time to crank it up, and October 1st is a good time. So I love everything about this one. If I gotta rank it, let's see, out of 10, I'd probably say an 8.
Nice. Wow.
I'll give it an 8. I mean, again, this checks a lot of boxes for me. And yes, there's some cheese factor, there's some cheesiness to it, but that's just part of the 86
product for
glory. Yeah, it's like watching a VHS copy. It's just part of the fun of it. And yeah, that scene you're talking about when the demon comes after I forget her name in the movie. But that's an awesome scene. And again, she's putting on the headphones, listening to metal, and that's what brings the demon out. And just the whole idea of it, like somebody in the live chat just said, horror plus metal. I mean, these two genres to me they're already married because they're the genres that don't get the love and the respect, even though everybody comes from one or the other almost. Like even if you look at mainstream rock artists or pop artists, so many of them started in punk bands or in heavier music in their earlier days. And same with horror. I mean, Spielberg, George Lucas, they all started in genre work and basically horror work, and then they went on Cameron, you name it, to do all these other things. And yet horror and metal consistently get disrespected, I feel like, not the respect that they deserve, whereas they're something less than all the other genres, whereas I'm like, they're not only equal, they're the best, because look at the experimentation that these artists do in both genres. Look at where so many of these artists go outside of these genres after honing their craft here, so yeah, horror and metal, it doesn't get much better except for horror plus metal plus Halloween, and this movie has it all. So yeah, it's
a great film
for me.
It really is. It's a lot of fun. I'm looking forward to it. It's
the distribution of it's so wacky. Like where you couldn't get it for the longest time. It's one of those big mysteries.
Yes.
There's probably more people that have followed that. I just know it's not easy to find, or the VHS wasn't, the DVD didn't really have. It had like a cheap Good Times video release, I think.
Yeah, I think that's the one I've got. I've got a DVD. It's just a cheap, no bonus features or nothing, and that's how I own it. I found it on Amazon years ago, but yes, you mentioned there's like a new big 4K deluxe set coming, and I don't know the date. I should, but yeah, it's coming soon. I'm gonna have to own that for sure. It's about time that we get a proper release of it. And I had heard that part of the problem, which makes sense to me. I think Sean Clark might have mentioned this, but I think it's because it is so many of the music of the soundtrack, not just the fast way, but all these other artists. I think a lot of that has complicated the release over the years, probably because the contracts back then in '86 aren't like what they sign now, where I think they just cover infinity releases through home entertainment, and all that's covered now, whereas back then I don't think it necessarily was. I don't know how it all works, but I do think that's probably why we haven't seen a more proper release until now, thankfully.
Yeah, licensing is always
Synapse Films is what it is. It's what it's called here. I just looked it up.
Oh, Jeff does say, can we point out for a moment how cool Matt's tee is that he's wearing? Loves it.
Oh, thank you.
That's
Appreciate
awesome.
it.
Sure. Matt's had that on a couple of times during his
show. I love this one. Yeah.
It was just cranking fast-paced.
Little Jaws homage to
I like the combination stuff like that. There's like I bought that Myers is instead of Air Jordan logo, it's Myers with the pumpkin.
I like stuff like that too. I mean, yeah. And again, just the more Myers, the better.
I think I was with Pat at Monster Mania. I bought a metal tin sign of Myers with the Miyagi Dojo headband.
Oh, that's right. Yeah,
that's cool.
Just so random.
Yes, I like that.
Cool. So that's our movie review. So everybody make sure you come back on Tuesday night. Maybe Matt will pop in the chat. And Bill, who's in the chat with us tonight, Bill the Everscathed, will be hanging with us while we watch Trick or Treat. And for those that consistently comment every week when we do a watch along, where's the movie? Where's the movie? We cannot show the goddamn movie. They'll shut the stream down. Use your head. We cannot show the film. That's why it's called a watch along.
I was joking with Pat last night on messaging because he added me as a second ID on his YouTube so I could go live when I was in Salt Lake City yesterday. And like a comment pops up, it's like, hey, I wanted to watch the movie. What was that for? It was what did we watch? Oh, Young Frankenstein.
Young Frankenstein. Like, where's the movie? I'm like, we can't show the movie.
And then I go back in the comments. You had 2 or 3 people that said that.
Yeah, I get every week. You get that somebody. Where's the movie? Well, it doesn't say like Young Frankenstein full movie watch. It says Young Frankenstein watch along because we can only watch along. We cannot show the film. Believe me, I wish we could.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I actually enjoy. We were just talking about this the other day. I loved when Facebook had the groups had the watch parties. You were able to do watch parties on Facebook, and then of course I'm sure all the studios said, "Wait a second, wait, you're showing these films and we're not getting paid for it?" Because I used to get into all the little groups and watch movies with people all the time. It was awesome, and then they shut that shit down.
Yeah. I think it's like you said, the studios just brought the hammer down, like they do pretty much whenever something is too good and too free for all of us, then they got to, we can make money off of that.
We make money off of this.
We got to bring the hammer down on that.
Bill says, be prepared to hear him singing a lot on Tuesday night.
Nice.
Interesting.
Yes. We have our own band name, even though I don't really play an instrument. We're Lipstick Nipple. Is that what
Lipstick
we are?
I don't know where it came from, but it
was Bill or you. It wasn't me, but I fell in love with it when one of you guys said it, though. I was like, I like it. We gotta find a logo.
I love the name. I was thinking though, is it a reference to Night of the Demons when Linnea Quigley and puts the lipstick in her breast? Do you remember?
I don't know.
Bill,
what did we come up with, Bill?
Do you like Night of the Demons that much to where that would have came up?
Could that be a reference? That's the first thing I thought. Lipstick nipple. I'm like, okay, that. But I like it either way.
I put it right in the chat right away.
It's from Night of the Demons. Yep, and this is the cover of our first album.
That's awesome.
I haven't seen that waistline in 20 years, but I'll get there.
I can only imagine that it fit. I couldn't get a leg in those jeans right now.
Yeah. You guys look awesome.
Oh, nice
stuff.
All right, so what do we have left for this evening? This way we don't keep not too can't even speak tonight because sorry, like I said, I keep muting myself because I got the sniffles. But I took an allergy pill and it feels like it's finally kicking in. But we're going to do our quick, what did we watch this week? So we just do a segment where everybody discusses things they watch, give everybody some ideas of what everybody watches and say, hey, look, I saw this. It was good. Hey, I saw this. This blew. Don't go watch Skinamarink. So let's go see hold on. So I had a very busy week, so I didn't watch much of anything, believe it or not. Oh, I did watch like last night. Brett, did we talk last night? I don't even remember. I was plowed.
No, because I fell asleep and then it was fine. I got up early to get to the airport. So
because I was AMC Fear Fest. The only thing I think I honestly remember watching this week was watching Rob Zombie's 2007 last night was on Fear Fest. So I watched that, but I didn't watch anything else this week. I had a real busy week. I was coming home every night. I don't. Aside from just watching the usual rerun of TV shows that I watch, Married with Children, All in the Family, stuff like that. That's always on, like Pluto, because all I watch is Pluto. Anybody watch anything else that's interesting out there?
Joe, doesn't matter.
Let's let our guest, Mr. Matt, go.
Well, I did. I got two. I saw The Substance last weekend. I know everybody's talking about that. Have y'all seen that yet?
I haven't seen it yet, but Brett, you saw it too, Joe, right? You saw it the other day. I haven't seen it yet. Yep.
Fucking incredible.
Oh my God. I don't know whether you loved it or you hated it or you were crying, you were laughing, you were disgusted. There's so much, but talk. Tell me.
I loved it. Of course I had heard a lot that, oh my God, it's going to melt your brain and everything. So I had high expectations, but yeah, I mean, I was not disappointed. I have to say, I mean, I enjoyed every bit of it, and I'm looking forward to watching it again. Actually,
I want to know what it's going to be like the second time because
is it supposed to stream anywhere? Is it supposed to stream anywhere soon?
I mean, I don't know about soon, but I know it will before too long. Yeah, I mean,
I'll have to get out there and see it,
bro.
Another
fucking movie.
Oh yeah,
wow. I just to elaborate on that film there, Matt.
Yeah.
Me and my wife, like, we had nothing to do that night, and she was looking. She was like, and she recommended, and usually this never happens. She's like, "Hey, there's a movie called The Substance. Demi Moore is in it. I know you like her. Let's go check it out." She had no fucking clue, what it was about. Nothing. So we go into this shit, and we see, I'm not gonna spoil it for Pat there, but holy fucking shit, she was grossed out in all kinds of ways, and I was loving it. I was like, yes, you did it to yourself.
Yeah, Joe, you'll be
asked for
grossed out. You'll be grossed out, or you'll be grossed out, but you'll be laughing because there's comedy in this thing.
Oh yeah,
and you can relate to that, and you can relate to the fact that Demi Moore playing that part. You can see a little bit of herself in that. You know what I mean? Like there was kind of like some there's like some authenticity to that. Like, you felt maybe that's something that she was probably going through even to this day. You know, maybe. So you got to see it, Pat. It's fucking incredible. I loved it.
Yeah,
I might actually go one night this week. I think even if I just go, maybe I'll grab Mike Victor, who hates everything.
Pat, actually, that's a very good point. That is a big screen movie, in my opinion. I think that's something you need to be on the big screen.
Yeah. That final act. I mean,
and that was the best part. That was the funniest shit.
And I left before the credits ended. My brother told me that they had Ray Liotta's name in there because that was his role before he died from Dennis Quaid. And Dennis Quaid, don't get me wrong, he was awesome in it too. Though.
Oh, I didn't realize that.
It was Ray Liotta's role.
I didn't realize that. Yeah, Dennis Quaid. I think he's having the time of his life in that movie. Like he's great. They're all great. I mean, both the leads. I mean, the whole thing.
He's got a surgeons going. Like he did that movie where he was that obsessed crazy maniac that sold his house to that couple that came out a couple years ago.
Yeah.
Whack job
what
in
was
that
that
movie.
one called?
The Neighbor.
That was a good one.
The Neighbor, right? Or
Neighbor, right?
Yep.
That was good.
Like that. Yeah, that was a good one.
If he sticks to that stuff right now at the point of his career, I know he's got a lot of recognition because he played Reagan, I guess, recently. So,
yeah,
that's right.
One other I can recommend that I watched in the last week. I got an early screener for this one. It's going to be streaming. Again, I'm blanking on the date. You can check HalloweenDailyNews.com though and find out more. But it's a new movie called Haunt Season. I don't know if you heard about it. Yeah, it's called Haunt Season. And as the title suggests, it takes place in a haunt on Halloween. And I don't want to spoil too much, but
it's ugly.
Yeah, I guess I could. I don't think it's spoiling if I say. I think it's in the synopsis. I don't think it's spoiling to say. I mean, obviously there's a killer, but one of the things that's unique about this, I don't think this is a spoiler. I think this is something that attracts you to it. The killer, whereas normally in the haunt Halloween subgenre, it's somebody pretending to be one of the scare actors who's actually killing the ticket buyers or whatever. This killer though is a little different. I won't say he or she because spoiler, but this killer is targeting not just regular people but the scare actors. So it's got a little bit of the Terror Train thing where different costumes are used, different masks and stuff like that. So I don't want to say any more to spoil any more, but that's your setup. It's Halloween night at a haunt. It was filmed at an actual haunt. And I've got interviews with the writer and director and two of the producers coming very soon to the channel over on Halloween Daily News.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, we talked to them. And this writer-director, his name's Jake Jarvie. Remember his name. He was really cool to talk to, first of all. He's one of us. Like, he loves Halloween. He loves, like, when I sign on to these interviews on Zoom, if my screen's not on, the first thing they see is that H3 TV pumpkin. And so before I could even see him or he could see me, like, I could hear him. Well, I could hear him doing the music. He started doing that with his mouth. So I'm like, I love this dude already. We're connected, and we haven't even spoken a word yet. And he's awesome. The movies, it's a lot of fun. You know, it's a low budget slasher, but it delivers good practical kills. Again, all set within a haunt, pretty much the entire movie. So it's tons of Halloween atmosphere. Yeah. I think you guys will dig it. And if not, I'll be curious. Either way, I'll be curious to hear what you think once you see it. But I think you and your audience should definitely look for Haunt Season. And again, I'm blanking on the exact date, but it comes out this October. It'll be streaming this October very soon. So look for that. Yep.
Awesome. Look for that. I can look for that Stream too. Stream is supposed to be streaming soon.
I know.
Stream.
I fucking see that.
I've seen that one too. I've seen that one too. It's great. I loved it. I got in a screener for that one. And yes, I was told when I talked to the director, Michael Levy, I think the plan is they're going to have it streaming. Well, he doesn't have an exact date, but he was hoping they're going to have it streaming between now and Halloween, because they're hoping to have it available on VOD while Terrifier 3 is in theaters.
It'd be silly for them not to, right?
So that's their hope. And then I think a physical release is coming before the end of the year too, like a physical
that's fast
Blu-ray. Wow. So again, none of that's official, but he did tell me that on the record when I interviewed him. So but I've seen that one, and that again, I want to hear what you guys think, but I really enjoyed it. You know, if you've seen the trailer, it's exactly what the trailer suggests. You've got multiple killers. So that's one thing that sets it apart. It's not just one masked killer. You've got multiple, so that's different. You've got pretty much every big name horror icon working right now. I mean, Danielle is great in it, of course. Oh man, Jeffrey Combs is phenomenal in it. He always is, but he's got a really big role in it, and he's great. Oh yeah, Reanimator. I mean, and I could go on and on, but yes, that's another one I can definitely recommend to you and your audience. And like I said, it should be streaming soon in the next couple weeks. But yeah, when it is, you're gonna like it. It's fun. David Howard Thornton, who plays Art the Clown, is in it, and I don't think this is a spoiler. He's one of the masked killers. Okay, and I won't tell you which one, because you will know if you know Art the Clown. Like I knew, me and my wife were watching it, and as soon as we saw the body language, we were like, "Oh, that's David. That's 100% David." As soon as it took like a second, and so I won't spoil it. But yeah, you guys, I think you'll know as soon as you see. And he's great. They're all great. The kills are great. Damien Leone, creator of Terrifier, director, he did all the effects. So if you like that. His touch is all over it.
Nice.
So yeah, if you like that, then yeah,
I'll definitely
check it out.
Oh hell yeah, dude! Hell yeah,
yeah, for sure.
I'm excited. Well, Brady, what you got?
What you been watching?
Well, the big thing for being a wrestling fan that came out this week on Netflix was the Vince McMahon documentary. So I watched all 6 episodes in the first 10 hours it was on.
Is it good there? Is it good, Brady? Is it good?
How is it? Yeah, I want to see
it.
Yes.
Even if you're not the biggest wrestling fan, and if you are, still watch it too. I think until his trial and everything happens, there's a lot of things that they edited to make it look worse than it actually was. That was my only problem. But it's just that's what it is right now with what is going on with him. So I do recommend it though. Just there's some little tidbits like when he was younger and then trying to get the respect of his father, and some stuff with his kids that you didn't know about when they were trying to get them all into getting them both into the business of WWE. But yeah, I would recommend it. It's a quick watch too. So
nice, cool. Very nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
I watched Founders Day again because it's on Tubi for free, guys. I don't know if I told you about that movie. I don't know if you saw that. Did you see that, Matt?
I have not seen it yet. I know of it though.
It's on Tubi for free. Okay. I watched it again. I wanted to see if a second watch would change. It's fun. It's an independent horror slasher film, but it's it's on Tubi for free if anybody wants to see that. So
Oh, and that reminds me too. That's what I did the other night. I was sitting in the chair over here. I just figured, let me put something on to help me fall asleep. So I put on the Fog remake. I was out in 5 minutes.
Oh, God. Yeah.
That's a good one to sleep to. In other words, right? A good one to put you to sleep.
Between that and Psycho,
keeps my attention. I put it on. I was like,
the very good lullaby there. Good night, Patty.
Between that and the Psycho remake, they're both 1 and 2s as remakes. Okay, I caught up on Tulsa King, Stallone show. Still love it to death. Episode 3 was today. Watched that. Yep. I watched 3 movies on the plane over there and back. The new Bad Boys movie I didn't see in the theater. Oh, God, this last one was there was just some ridiculousness to it, but it's a Bad Boys. It's an action movie, so yeah, I could take it or leave it.
Come on,
The Watch that M. Night Shyamalan Ding a Dong or whatever his daughter did that movie, The Watchers. Did you guys see that movie?
I haven't yet.
I did not. No,
didn't like it
yet. No.
Shyamalan Ding Dong.
And the last one, have you guys heard about this movie Thelma with this woman in the scooter?
No.
Oh my God. It's got Parker. So Parker Posey's in it as the daughter of this 93-year-old woman that gets scammed and loses $10,000 as somebody that calls her. And it's the guy that called is played by Malcolm McDowell, which is even funnier. And so she's like seeking revenge. Oh, there is somebody else in it. Richard Roundtree. She takes Richard Roundtree's scooter to go, and she's on the path to get her money back and seek revenge. 93-year-old woman. This is critically acclaimed and everything. Look it up, Thelma. It's got some dark humor to it. It's worth watching, though. I'll say that. So
I'll have to check it out.
Funny. That's
cool.
Cool.
Richard Roundtree's like all pissed because his scooter keeps on getting dented up and shit. So, but yeah, Thelma. It's 90-something minutes. It's not long. So that's awesome. What I got.
All right. Well, I didn't watch much. I did watch The Substance, which was great. We went to the theaters again and watched Beetlejuice yet again for the second time. My mother-in-law hadn't seen it, so we thought it was a good idea to take her, and she ended up loving it. It was better the second time around. As funny as that would be, people have been kind of shitting on it, but I think the film is more family friendly. It's less dark. The tones are not as dark as the original. But I think that's just the world we live in today, and I think the movie was great. It was good to see Michael Keaton dressed up as Beetlejuice again. I loved it. We watched. I was piss drunk last night. For whatever reason, we were quoting the Jungle Book at the bar. I have no idea why. The bare necessities, all that shit. We watched the Jungle Book last night. The original Disney cartoon, The Jungle Book. So we watched it last night in a drunken stupor. It was awesome. It was awesome.
I would have never predicted that.
I recommend that. Get drunk and put on a classic Disney movie. Lady and the Tramp.
I might have to be drunk to do it.
Is this live action or animated? Live action or
animated. And you'll be fucking singing like a kid, man. You'll be like, the bear, the sausages, all that shit. And then the last that I can remember, the other day, I watched Dirty Rotten Scoundrels.
Love that.
Fucking Steve Martin and fucking Michael Caine.
Root prick.
That movie, dude, that fucking Steve Martin kills it in that movie, man. Oh, I can't tell you how good he is. I'm a big Steve Martin fan. That dude, that movie is so funny, and I love that movie. So that's all I saw. That's what I saw that I can remember.
Nice.
Yeah. Very nice. Yeah, everybody keep throwing them in the chat if you want. Throw them in after the fact. And let's see. It's good because we always get good ideas of what to watch from people. Because I'm always trying, what the hell can I watch? What the hell can I watch? That's why I write everything down here. And then when I actually get time to watch it, which the hardest part of watching shit is trying to find the time to watch it.
Okay.
I hear that.
But we'll do a quick top 5, and then this way we'll let Matt go get some rest because he had a busy weekend.
Yeah,
I know that. All right, so our top 5 tonight is we figured we'd rank, because especially with Matt, because he's always buying stuff, and he's a collector like us. He's a big Halloween fan, so we figured we'd rank our top 5 Halloween. Now, the Halloween meaning the franchise collectibles, because the Lord knows they just keep putting their hands in my wallet every season. The top 5 Halloween collectibles that came out in 2024 so far, because Lord knows they're not going to stop.
Yeah.
Case in point, this Halloween 2 pillow, I got to go to freaking Spencer's tomorrow and buy now, apparently. Yeah, exactly. So let's do a quick top 5. And before I cut Brady off, yeah, it is kind of expensive for a pillow. But you know what? They're laughing all the way to the bank. They're like, Pat Ring's going to pay it anyway. He's a jackass.
Yup. We going to pay it, Bubba. We going to pay it.
Mm-hmm. Oh, you know, I'm going to go get it if they have it tomorrow.
To the bank.
And you know what's going to happen? There's 3 Spencers on the way home. So if I don't find it the first one, odds are I'm going to stop at the other 2 like a jackass.
Worst case scenario, you could always go online, right? If they, or maybe it's not one that's online.
It's funny how we never equate the price we pay for collectibles. We never add gas money into the equation. Never.
No, I don't want to. It's better I don't know.
We never had. I wonder how much gas I've wasted looking for shit. I'm just.
Oh God, yeah. I could just how much gas I wasted going to all these friggin' Burlingtons looking for like underwear and stupid shit. But tonight we're doing our top 5 Halloween collectibles of 2024 so far. So, I don't have any particular order, do I? Well, actually, I do. So this is I'll go ahead with my number 5. I thought this was cool as hell. Even though they made 2 versions of it, but I like this version better. Not a big fan of the gamer version, the blue one.
Oh yes,
the Mondo H2 release. I love how it comes with the Ben Tramer head and everything. And of course I have the other one over there, the gamer version where it's all blue, which I'm not a gamer, so but of course I bought it anyway, like an idiot. But I think to me, this is probably one of my top 5s this year because I love the packaging. I didn't expect it to be as big as this. I've never heard her say that, but I've never expected it to be as big as this when it came. I didn't expect to say that either. Sorry. But that's my number 5, the Mondo H2 Myers.
Yeah,
Nice.
it was hard for me to disagree with you there, Patty.
So you're a gamer, so you like that stuff. Yeah.
Yeah,
I like them
this was
both.
not bad.
I don't dislike it, but this one I just like better because I'm old school.
Yeah, no, I mean this is just great, man. The packaging is pretty cool. It's unique. Never seen it like this before. And Mondo always puts out good stuff, man. So, yeah, I have to throw this in there, man. We have to.
Nice.
Good choice, bro.
Yeah, I don't have all mine here to show off on camera, but
That's fine. You can just say what it is.
for my number 5, I was going to say something, but I've been admiring your new candy bowl holder, the all night, and I think that might have slid its way into my top 5 tonight because I've got the one that was released a few years ago from Spirit, and but this one looks like a nice upgrade. As I've been staring at it all evening, I think I might have to invest and add that one to the collection too. I think my Spirit one needs a companion piece. So
yeah, my 2 are next to each other back there. Yeah, they're down there.
I can see them. Yep.
Yeah,
They're hanging out playing
nice.
Nintendo.
They're hanging out together playing Nintendo. Of course, I love it. Yeah. So yeah, I think I'll throw that into my at number 5 slot.
Very nice.
Ooh.
That's you, Brady.
Well, I think we're gonna have this all on our list, but come on, you gotta. This is just.
That's on my list. It's coming.
Yeah,
this thing's just it's a beaut. I think all of us have this.
Yeah,
so,
it's a beaut part.
It just in the light up, the color of the lights inside it just really shines.
It just looks so great. They did such a great job.
It looks great,
and it's not cheaply made. It's like
it's heavy.
Some good legit quality here.
That's what I like too. It's not like light plastic or anything that can get dented or easily messed up. Yeah, it's nice, good. Yeah, I love that.
All right, so for me,
high quality shit, like Tony Montana says. High quality shit.
Oh no, I see it, Pat. I see it.
That's for the silliness.
Oh,
I have to.
That is just atrocious. I have him, but he's terrible.
The silliness. Where's the?
I need to get that actually.
Oh my god!
I mean, just for the silliness factor, I love this thing.
I love it. Yeah,
it's funny. If I put this on by my 2 puppies, they just look at me like, just move it away. Like, get that thing away from me.
It's like fucking.
I gotta get that.
Homer in the bush, like, nope. Just totally fade away. All right, I don't know if this counts, but for me, I bought this bitch in 2024. So, all right. Show it.
No, it could be something you bought. Yeah, why not?
The Trick or Treat Studios Dr. Loomis.
The Loomis.
I still haven't bought one of those yet.
You didn't get one yet, Brett?
Nah.
Very nice.
That is nice.
I'm gonna read the inside here. We got it's like, death has come to your little town, Sheriff. Now you can either ignore it or you can help me stop it. Woo!
That would be one of the few I would probably open up and want to just play with. Hey. No funny ideas.
No Diddy. Hey,
you said it.
No Diddy. No Diddy.
Why is Loomis's pants? Why is Loomis's pants down? I have no idea.
Oh no!
Look away. Just look away.
Hey, we're thinking of like Grandma's Boy. Remember, he's in the restroom with the doll.
Oh my god!
doing that to Dr. Loomis? Oh no.
Every time I go to Spencer's, my heart is broken. A girl cut in front of me with a bottle of lube that read, Carmen asked what it was while a guy with pink hair talked about a dildo. What?
Travis,
what is going on in your Spencer's, dude?
dude, I did one of Travis's videos on. He had an H2 shirt on. I was like, Travis, there you go.
Oh yeah, Travis says he does. He's a skateboard. He does a bunch of skateboard videos too. Pretty cool shit. I'd bust a hip. I'm too old for that shit.
Probably if I was Travis's age, I probably would have hurt myself by now too. Then again, Travis is probably hurting sometimes too. Shouldn't say that.
So, what about you, Matt? You can just say, like I said, if it's not handy, no worries.
Okay, yeah, number 4. Now, are these supposed to be all ones that I own already, or because I got some that I own, but then like this next one, I don't own it, but
no, I would say go ahead and say something, even if it's you don't own.
It could be something you're looking to buy, but you haven't got it.
It's like the sidestepper. I don't own that sidestepper yet, but I need to. This one I don't own, but I'm impressed with it. I don't know how much you guys like it, but the new life-size animatronic from Spirit. It's from Halloween 2. I know a lot of people don't love the head sculpt, but I have seen a lot of people just slap on their trick or treat or mask of choice and put it on there. But I really like it, and it's got these servo motors. I don't know if you guys know about that. That it moves nice and smooth and slow. And again, I haven't seen it in person yet.
Right?
But yeah, it gets like when he's like turning, he's got these slow kind of much better than some of the other animatronics I've seen, where it's just a more jerky motion.
Jerky move.
But it's more like a natural Michael looking movement. And I don't hate the look of the face. I mean, the photos we've seen, the hair looks ridiculous, of course, but that can be styled and and I like the blood tears on it actually, but yeah, I've seen tons of people just put other masks on it, which apparently is, it fits. Because some of the animatronics, the heads are just too big. But yeah, that's my number 4. I still haven't seen it in person. I might change my mind and like it more or less when I see it in person. But for now, that's my number 4 for as far as a release for 2024 so far.
That's awesome. Nice. I compare it to the Art the Clown animatronic. I think they have the same build, and they're both really good. They got good movement. So that's 100% right, buddy. That's 100% right.
Yeah, and that Art the Clown looks great too. That one I have seen in store, and he looks amazing. But you're exactly right. I think they got the same servo motor technology and a lot of the same build technology. So yeah, very stoked to see it in person eventually at some point. But yeah, that's that. Yeah, I'm just always stoked. Well, I was just saying, I'm always stoked when Spirit or anybody puts out a new Michael Myers life size, because it just keeps Michael out here in the zeitgeist where he belongs at the top of the heap. Yep. So always love to see that too.
I don't really see them in the Spirit stores either. Too,
I haven't been in the Spirit yet where I saw one. No, I've seen
I haven't either. I haven't either, but because I think they're just selling them online, honestly, this year. Because I have not seen one in stores anywhere, and I don't know why they're not shipping them out to stores. Maybe they didn't produce enough, or maybe they produced so many they figured the only way they can get them out quick enough is online. I really don't know. But I've not seen one in person yet either, but I really want to. I might just have to buy it myself. I don't know. But yeah, I've not seen one yet either. I think they're just available online, unfortunately.
Nice.
We got ready.
No, good choice, man.
No doubt, the Halloween Illustrated book.
Nice.
This is
I actually forgot about that. That's right. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, we pre-ordered it last year, but it didn't come out until technically 2024. That's why I figured I'd throw this. This is the numbered edition where it's got the artwork in there. So what was this? This was pretty expensive, Pat. What was it? $300, $250, something like that?
Yeah, it wasn't cheap.
Yeah.
Another drunk buy.
I wasn't going to buy it, but I said I heard about that one from the missus. Anyway.
Yeah. Fortunately, the wife doesn't know about that. She doesn't watch this, so I'm okay. Everybody's like, "How do you buy all this stuff? Your wife won't yell at you." I'm like, "She'll watch this. She's asleep right now. She's upstairs asleep with the 2 dogs. She's not watching this."
She does not know. Okay, she does not know.
Except for when she comes down and says, when did you get that? When did you get that? When did you get this? I'm like, go back upstairs. Go back upstairs. All right, so what do I have for next? Oh, this. Let me see. Simply because like I said, I'm that guy that takes the display. So for the affordability and how cool it is from Five Below, the Myers figures.
Yeah.
I mean, they're affordable. You can get the whole damn display with it, and there's 2 different ones. And I mean, for what, $11, you get 2 Myers figures. I mean, that's a steal.
Yeah, I almost put them on my list. Yeah.
You want to know what's foul? Is I didn't realize that there were going to be a Five Below item. So when I saw that they released online, I bought them online. So they came with the two online, but you paid $30. I paid $30.
$30.
Yes, because online it doesn't. At the time, it didn't tell you where. It was just a new release. I'm like, oh, all right, and I booked it up and
I paid $35 for 6 of those and the display.
Thanks a lot, dear Pat. Rubbing it in, but
little salt on the wound.
Shit happens.
You win some, you lose some, but you live. You live to fight another day. Oh my gosh.
Let's see.
Wait.
I guess for my next one.
Oh, he's got the book too.
I'll pull out my copy of the illustrated. Yeah, this has definitely been one of my favorite new additions for this year. I mean, the artwork I love, and just the fact that they reissued the novelization that's been out of print for so long, and I've never been able to read it. I mean, I know it's online, but I mean, yeah, I just love this whole project that it exists. I love how it looks on the inside. I mean, some of the artwork. I interviewed the artist, Orlando. He's awesome. He's a true fan, lifelong fan like we are. He was totally into, the project. But yeah, I mean, it's a must own for me, I think, for fans, and just a treasure trove of just cool Myers content. Like I said, even if you take the artwork away, you got the novelization, which I think is a must own. But then if you take that away, you got all these cool original illustrations inspired by the 78 film. So I love it all. So yeah, this is on my list for sure.
Yeah, that's awesome. It's such a great read.
It. Yeah.
So cool.
Yeah, it's so great.
They put a lot of it wasn't cheaply made. So
is this your house, Joe?
No. Okay, so let's preface this. Matt had brought to my attention, like, can we mention things that we didn't have? I wanted to buy this, but I just didn't. So one of my neighbors in the neighborhood, every year he goes all out for Halloween. And it's called Myrtle Manor. He has a haunted house in his garage. Like every October you can come in and you can go through his garage, and it's a haunted house. It's incredible. Some of the best decorations you've ever seen. I want to buy this, but my wife won't let me. But this is one of the best releases of 2024 so far.
Yeah.
And this is in front of his house. The 25-foot fucking mine.
Frank Riker's got one.
Frank's got one. Yeah, Frank Riker's got one.
Bro, you don't realize how big this sumbitch is until you drive past it. That sumbitch is humongous. And for $500.
Look at the roof line. It's above the roof.
Yeah, you're literally dropping.
That's the largest one, probably. Then,
yeah, it is, and it's just so surreal to see it on that size and that level. That's just cool as fuck, man. Mm-hmm. It puts those 6-footers and all that shit to fucking shame.
Yeah.
Joe, I would get it, but I'm in what they call the Windy City, so there's a reason.
Oh, yeah.
That would be blown all over. I will see him floating away. There goes $500. See you later.
Yeah, that's got to be on the top, man, the top list. That's
absolutely great. Absolutely. Let's see. Is it my turn again? I think I'll bring out my from Numbskull here, my countdown character. This has got to make my list because
it has to.
Yeah, this guy again, just so unique in the idea of a build your own kind of a model, but you don't need glue or anything, and they just fit together nice and snug, and to have it look so good, you know, just almost as good as like a NECA or you know, I mean, it's just, it just blew me away. And like you said, the size, I mean, there's a good size to this. He just looks great, everything about it. Yep. So yeah, I gotta have this as a top 5 so far for this year for me. Nice. And shout out to Numbskull, great job on this, Numbskull Designs.
Very cool.
Hey, nice. Doesn't happen often, but like, you know, I'm used to them slapping, you know, Halloween on like a jock strap, and I'll buy it. You know what I mean? Like, right, just but for me, that was a very thought out, very carefully made item, and I think that that is what kind of keeps the collecting world engaged and intrigued. Like this creative shit that just, we have this show when we start thinking about stuff that, man, what if they made this? What if they made that? I mean, I love when you see things that they think outside the box. You know what I mean?
And they're different. Yeah, hasn't been repeated.
That is so cool.
And when was the last time we actually got officially licensed Rob Zombie Halloween?
Yes.
It's been a minute.
There's a fan base for that stuff.
It's a big fan base. That stuff's going for a lot of money now because that whole generation's grown up and they want to buy all that shit now.
Yeah, I'll be real. Like I found out about the item when I was just going on IG and I saw Tyler Main post it. He posted about it, and that's how I saw it. I'm like, holy shit, that's so cool. And it was just out of nowhere. It just came out of nowhere, and it's so cool, man. I love that thing.
Yeah,
golly, that's cool.
Definitely.
Nice.
What do you got, Brady?
Well, I love the clapboard. I think this.
That is awesome. That is a good one.
Yeah, it's not. I don't think it's cheaply made either. It's thin, but that's what these things are. If you've ever checked out like an actual one they use on set, this is it. But yeah, good stuff here. Now,
I asked this on our channel. Do you guys know for sure the date on it? Were they actually filming? What does the date say? It's like May something, I think.
I thought
were they actually filming in 78 on that date? Do y'all know?
We researched this a couple of years ago. My sister was born on the 28th.
Okay.
And so it was being filmed around that time, or within those few weeks, right at that time. So yeah, I don't know if that's the first day, but it was right there in May.
Probably a filming date, sure.
Yeah. I mean, I figured it had to be if not the first date, like you said, at least around there. I mean, hopefully it's that accurate, and they didn't just pick a random date from 78. But yeah, they must have been filming right around then. I was just curious if that was a significant date that y'all knew of, like the first day, or if it's definitely confirmed that they're filming during.
Well, that was
that
what
date, but
3 weeks, right? That was only 3 weeks.
Yeah, that's all they did, I think. Yep. Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Well, Travis, if they slap Halloween 2 on a jar of mayonnaise, you get looking at 4 guys that are going to buy it.
Oh Jesus!
Well, in all fairness, they made.
If there's any 4 guys, it'll be us. You're right.
They had the energy drink.
They had the energy drink.
And I bought it. Did you?
I bought it too.
I gave one to Sean Clark.
Yes.
He didn't have one.
Oh my god.
Oh, so it's me. So you got Clacker. So what did I have here? Oh, of course. You brought it up before. I'll bring up mine. I got, of course, it's the pumpkin. You can't go wrong with this, and it's just fantastic. Mine should still light up. I have the doohickey.
Are they really still hard to get though?
Oh, I have it off. I have it off. That's why, because I don't want to. I'm saving the battery.
I've seen them. Is there parts of the country that just can't get those?
I went to a Spencer's the one day, and they had 2 of them in the Spencer's. So Spencer's is selling them now too, because obviously it's all the same company.
I think Travis said he saw it in Hot Topic. So.
Yeah. Oh, they're in Hot Topic. Yeah, well,
wow.
Spencer's, Hot Topic, and Spirit, all same company. So,
yeah.
Would I buy a Michael Myers flashlight in a heartbeat? I'd buy 2.
Yeah. Easy.
I have a Michael Myers Zippo. Don't use it anymore.
Yeah, I have a lighter too. I have a Myers lighter too, the cigar lighter. When they put out the Myers, people don't remember. I actually did a video on here. There's Michael Myers cigars.
Bro, if you do a fucking Dr. Loomis fucking lighter that's fucking licensed in a fucking nice package, bro, I'm buying a lighter, bro.
A yellow one?
Yeah, I'm fucking buying it.
I was going to say, a Halloween 2 licensed yellow lighter.
Fucking lighter, bro. We would fucking hoard the shit out of them. Yes. We would open one to use,
hello, Universal, give us credit.
Yes.
Hello.
Joe, I'm going to
Hello,
ship you a big
McFly.
yellow lighter for your birthday.
Hello, McFly. Hello.
Actually, that's
Like,
what we
come
should
on,
all
man.
do. Like for that'll be our Halloween present to each other. Everybody go buy a yellow lighter. We'll all gift it to each other, and then here's your Loomis lighter from H2.
Yes. Yes. It's dude. That's
cool.
Awesome. That is so smart. It's always like we love
That's
our
good.
Bucky helmets. Like we love the Bucky helmets. We want them to do fucking Bucky helmets.
We
Just
made
like
our
they
own.
sell the
We
mask.
made our own Bucky helmets.
Yeah. They sell the
Imagine-
mask. Hey, Trick or Treat Studios, make a Bucky helmet. Okay.
And
How
sell
about
it in the
that?
Buc-ee's gas stations. I'm sorry.
Yeah. That is
Yes.
genius. Oh, fuck me. That is great.
Mhm.
All right, now I'm thinking outside the box. Okay, what are we doing? 2024.
This is number 2.
right? Fuck. These are not in order. I'm just grabbing something that I just
Yeah, me too. It's just ones I love. I don't.
So
think
this is a twofer.
more than the other.
I don't give a fuck. It's just because they're laying around. These fucking cheap ass beanies from fucking Spencer's. I mean,
They were
Five Below. Sorry,
Five Below. That was a
Yeah,
cool.
Five Below.
I like them.
I grabbed 3 of them.
I got like 5 of them.
Did you put one of those on, Joe? Like I did during our watch along?
I have not.
My head's too fat. I can't. I don't think.
I think of
like a
I think of that
yarmulke.
little kid from the Little Giants. I can't say with this thing on.
Can't put my arms down.
And then the fucking car shade. This is fucking awesome.
Man, that
This
I have
is
to get
great.
the car shade. I have to get that.
Yeah, but he doesn't drive and fucking. Never mind. I'm not gonna say nothing. I'm not gonna say nothing. I'm not.
Yep.
But yeah, this is great, man. So that's a twofer.
awesome.
That's a twofer.
That's awesome. I don't know if I've seen the car shade before. Where's that from? Is that
A
Spirit or
buddy
where?
of mine got it online. Is it Amazon there, Brady?
Amazon's
Okay.
got
I
it.
think
We
Amazon's
saw-
got it. Yeah, I have
and
to
Joe
order
said
one.
it was the same price, so it's a separate.
I'm gonna order 2 because I
Yeah.
definitely am gonna be putting one of them on the car.
Yeah.
They have one. They have that, and they have I think Art the Clown one. So they have an art one.
Okay.
So that one looks
Awesome.
Bill's waiting on the Halloween Resurrection butt plug. I don't know.
Trick or treat,
Yeah.
motherfucker. Yeah.
Yeah.
Jeff?
Now that one, I don't know if it would be quite as high on my must-own list. That one, but
Right,
eventually, when I own everything else, it would make the list eventually. I'm sure once I've purchased all the other top tier ones.
Travis is on to something. A Halloween licensed mousetrap with peanut butter, but no penis included.
Oh God.
That's funny.
Or an old Huckleberry baseball bat.
Yeah.
That's good
Yeah.
because they do sell the what's his name from
Lucille.
The Walking Dead, the
Lucille.
bat with
Yeah.
the what's his name?
Mhm.
From
Negan's
Walking
bat.
Dead.
Jeffrey
Yeah, they sell his bat. Imagine
Yeah.
that they sell a fucking oh, that'd be so cool. Oh,
There's
that
some
would be
people that have the Tommy Doyle bat on like Etsy. Some of them look pretty good.
Yeah, that would be cool.
So.
Oh, I know an item. Okay, I know one item. All right.
What you got?
All right. Do y'all have the new mug? Remember the new mug? The H1 mug?
Yes, the pumpkin.
Oh
mug.
yeah.
Oh, the
I
pumpkin
yeah.
one. Yeah,
The
yeah.
pumpkin one,
one.
the Hot
That
Topic one.
Yes.
That is a good one. Yeah.
That one's better than the shitty the other one, the prior one.
From
They
Spirit.
have them still at Spirit. That one's fucking sucks ass cheeks. But the new one is legit. Like I'm looking at it, it's fucking legit. I'm being a lazy ass. I don't want to get it. It's right there. It's looking at me. But it's super cool. I
It's
like
the
that.
H1 pumpkin. Mhm.
Yeah, fucking cool. It's fucking cool, man. That's about
Awesome.
Very cool.
it. Fuck else?
What about you, Matt? Another one? Do you know?
Yeah, I don't have it here with me, but I gotta say the poster pumpkin, the H2 poster pumpkin. I've talked about it on our channel before, but yeah, I love that H2 pumpkin. I mean, again, it's just a simple collectible on one hand, but it's so cool, and I've always loved that poster. That's another thing, we could rank posters, or y'all probably already have at some point, but we could rank posters one night because this franchise has
we
some
haven't
great-
done it. We
haven't done it in a while.
we ranked them against against Friday the 13th posters, but we never we just never did a regular ranking. But we could do that down the road. Absolutely, that'd be fun.
But and H2O, yeah, I've just always loved that image. Longtime followers know that at HDN we used that pumpkin for our profile on social media for many years, and it might still be on some of our social media for all I know. But I love that skull pumpkin, and yeah, for all the reasons y'all have already said, I just love that new prop this year.
Nice. Well, I to go on to what you were just saying, Matt. I it has a copyright of last year, but I got it this year. The H2 pumpkin pillow.
Yes,
That's
thing.
awesome.
It's the year of the pillow.
Yeah, I can't wait to go find that other pillow that Joe got. Now I'm gonna have to go find that bad boy.
Yeah, we're all going to be at Spencer's tomorrow. I can.
It's the year of the pillow. Look at that
Yes,
H2
it is.
pillow.
Yes, it is. I like them both, but that VHS is cool.
Yeah,
That is cool as hell.
And it's very soft too. It's very plush.
That's really cool.
I'd like to beat the shit out of somebody with it. Pillow fight.
I didn't do the Sean Clark pillow, but that would have been too weird. Peacocking pillow.
The peacocking pillow. That's what it would be sold as. Get your own peacocking pillow.
That's right.
He's peacocking. He's peacocking.
We knew it would never go away.
Oh, look at Bill. Bill wants a Cookie Woman pillow.
Oh god.
Oh, that would be great.
Oh,
that would be.
I'm waiting for a big thorn pillow.
Yeah. Yeah, we don't have enough thorn paraphernalia and collectibles. We need some thorn stuff, maybe.
Yeah, I mean, what can
Actually, there's a real good. If you guys are on Gutter Garb's mailing list, they have a. Did you see the Halloween 6 poster, the artwork poster that they pre-ordered? It's got a real big thorn.
Just recently, yeah. I did see that. That looks awesome.
Yeah.
My number 5 didn't have far to go. This guy right here.
There he is. There he is.
Right Minnie Myers bowl.
All right, what's better in your opinion, that one or the old release?
I like this one better. I really do.
Yeah.
This one just needs a better bowl, but
it just needs a better bowl. Yeah, the bowl is very flimsy. Yeah. And it's cool because for those who don't have it or see up close, the bowl rests on his thumb, so he's giving you 2 thumbs up. So if you watch my unboxing video, I threw Fonzie in there because Fonzie's like, hey.
His face had some plastic surgery done, but
she's like,
hey. I love it. That's great.
And I showed it last week. If you didn't see, people are taking the H2 Bloody Myers mask that they sell at Spirit and putting it on him, and it makes a Bloody Myers version. Because the mask fits perfectly over his head. But I love this thing. This is things, and it's officially licensed. It's got the Halloween sticker right inside it, so it's official.
Oh yeah.
He's got the hair slicked back. He looks like one of the T-Birds from fucking Grease. You know what I'm saying? The fucking.
That's right. With those pudgy cheeks.
He's Danny Zuko.
Hey, I got a rep to protect. You dig?
Remember, like that glass ornament, Pat, where his cheeks are like it looks like he's about ready to like blow up.
Yeah.
All right. Is this our last one, right?
Last one.
Yes.
Yep.
All right. This is the cutest son of a bitch I've ever seen in my life.
Oh yeah, the baby Myers.
Goo goo gaga. Goo goo gaga.
He's got crack. He's got baby crack too.
Don't you like the animatronic one better for Party City, or no? You like this one?
I don't know. I think this one's cool.
He's cuddly.
Hey, Pat. She's got a great ass.
How about the Art the Clown crawling one too?
That was a good one too. But everybody loves a baby. Vegas Vacation.
Baby.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Baby. A baby. A baby.
Baby. Looks like a baby.
I think the show is officially gone off the rails, gentlemen.
Yes, it has.
Yes, we haven't had a marathon like this in a while. So
Fucking delirious.
What about you, Matt? One more?
Yeah, I love the baby too, but I the sidestepper, that's on my list. I haven't picked it up yet. I should have. I saw it at a Spirit a few weeks ago, and I didn't get it then. And I should have just picked it up then because I went to 2 this past weekend up in Virginia, and they didn't have it. And I was thinking, man, I probably should have just picked it up then. But yeah, the sidestepper I'm gonna have to add, and the baby probably too. But I think the sidestepper might take the baby just a tiny bit for me.
Awesome.
I mean, come on, Dancing Myers. That's awesome.
Yeah. And it's H2 and it's blood tears. I mean, I always have a soft spot for just H2. And I like, Universal putting the blood tears on almost everything now.
yeah.
just because it's the only movie that happens in, so it immediately says H2, you know, if you know. And I just kind of think it's cool. It's kind of one of the signature things of that movie that everybody remembers is the blood tears. So I kind of like that Universal is putting it on more and more H2 licensed things just to separate. This is the H2 Michael.
Love it. Fucking love it.
What about you, Brady?
My last one. And it was a Jamie Lee Curtis autograph from her.
Hey.
Very nice.
Yeah.
Very nice.
There was that one Saturday where they were putting them up over 12 hours. So got lucky with one, and it was a reasonable price. So not like the super expensive stuff. So, yeah, that's...
Oh, leave it to Travis. Smash jealousy your baby's ass.
It's a year ago, Pat. I heard that nonstop in the bus.
Oh, God.
Oh, God, that's 1 year ago today, as a matter of fact. We're driving around in Sean Clark's bus. I'm like, what's the matter, Brett? You jealousy your daughter's ass?
Oh, God.
That's so disturbing, man. You guys are sick.
Well, come on. If you're watching this show, you got to know there's something wrong with us. Come on.
That is true.
That's our top 5 Halloween collectibles of 2024 so far. We can even do a year-end one because, like I said, look what just came out, the one that Joe's got with the pillow. Who knew that was coming out? So now I have to go get that tomorrow. It's just like it's never ending, and I have no more room left in this damn. Well, I'm like really running out of room here.
Yes. I'm going to have to make crates for stuff or get some more crates.
I have to get a storage unit.
Oh, just crazy.
I can't turn the workout room into a Halloween room.
So we'll do real quick. We usually do a collectible spotlight. We'll do it real fast because it's getting late. We know Matt's got to he had a busy weekend, and I'm dreading having to go to work tomorrow. So I didn't grab something, but I forgot. I didn't even put this on because I did this unboxing on Tuesday's watch along. I managed to get original Halloween.
Oh yeah, you showed
lobby cards.
Yeah.
Oh, sexy.
From Europe in '79 to go with my European press kit.
Nice.
So great images. I actually have one that came with my press kit, but I didn't have the rest of them. And I managed to. Somebody was put these up on eBay the other day, and I was like, yeah. Great image right here, and it's great too because if you look closely, you can see the wrench in his hand, right in the image.
Yeah.
And probably one of the most iconic images.
Oh yeah,
so great.
That's just awesome, and it looks so good in black and white too. Could you imagine? Anybody ever watched Halloween in black and white? I have, because my parents used to have a black and white television. They always had like a small black and white television in their bedroom, and I watched Halloween a few times on black and white, and it actually looks really cool to watch in black and white. It's really creepy.
I hadn't seen it for sale until I saw it in Salt Lake City. One of the vendors, Pat, had the video review poster of that image. Remember that poster was all over the market for the longest time?
Yeah.
I hadn't seen one for sale in a long time.
Or how many people watched it in Spanish like I did?
Oh, no.
Oh, God.
So
years ago, red, right?
Yeah. So years ago, tell Matt. So years ago, before we moved out to Pennsylvania, I was coming up to my in-laws' house. So my wife and we always hang out, go out to dinner, have a couple of drinks. So we're laying in bed in their guest room, and at the time they only had regular television, they didn't have cable. And I'm flicking through these channels, and what comes on the Spanish channel? Halloween. And my wife hears the theme. She's like, "Seriously, are you gonna watch Halloween?" I'm like, "It's got to be on." And I'm like, "Wait a second, it's in Spanish." So I'm watching it in Spanish, and then the scene where when he's driving around with Marion Chambers in the station wagon going to Smith's Grove, when he looks and sees the Rabbit in Red matchbook cover. So we're looking at it, so we know what it is, but then this little voice comes and says, "El conejo es rojo," because he wanted to read it. And I'm like, "What the hell is that?" And then later on, when he goes and finds the Phelps truck and everything, and he picks up and looks at it again, the little voice goes, "El conejo es rojo."
And then Pat took Spanish right after that.
Oh God, it was the best. And I'm like, they had to pronounce it, so if whoever, I guess, if you're watching it in Spanish and you could read English, they had to let you know. But it wasn't like somebody just said El Conejo es rojo. It's like it was whispering. It was like El Conejo es rojo. And I'm like, what the hell is that?
That's funny.
Oh,
Oh,
funny,
man.
funny stuff.
That's great.
But, you guys have something you want to show? We'll do this, then we'll let Matt get out of here. Pat's all out of room. He's going to have to start decorating neighbor Mike's garage with all his future collectibles. Oh, Mike wouldn't mind. You got to see his house. My neighbor collects sports memorabilia and cards. His whole garage is filled with stuff. Night, Travis. Maybe we'll hope to see you on Tuesday.
Take care, Travis. I'll grab something.
Oh, you sent something. Wait, Brett, you sent me a picture.
Yeah, just because it was a year ago, I got that signed at age 45. That Joe was with me. Joe and his lovely bride were with me when he said he had never signed that before, which we were kind of surprised, right?
That's badass.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I love that IMAX poster.
It was really good. I like
That's a great poster. I like that poster.
I like the orange being the blood color, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's gnarly, man.
Yeah, the orange is like the blood. Yeah, I like that.
And then James Jude Courtney, of course, we know he's got a beautiful signature.
He's got a great signature.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Very nice.
Cool.
That one looks great.
Well, did you grab something, Joe?
No, I'm being lazy.
Running on empty.
I know, man. It's because Matt's, he's been here forever, so I feel bad.
Yeah, if you guys have anything, we can call it night because Matt's got to get some rest. It's been late, and we all know tomorrow night you're going to be up late doing Michael Myers Monday too.
Yeah,
that's right.
Next time we have you on, we'll make sure it's 2 hours. Okay.
Yeah.
Everybody.
We'll put shock collars on each other and shut each other up.
Right. Yeah.
Well, that's it, because we get on here, we just start talking, we don't realize, we're like, holy shit, it's like just hanging out at the bar having drinks with people. Next thing you know, we're like, holy shit, so right now we're at 3 hours and 35 minutes.
I'll be curious to know how long Matt's gone on a show. You usually stick under 2 hours, I think, though. Usually you're right.
Yeah, usually. I mean, every now and then we'll go over, but yeah, typically.
It's the mood of the chat, probably.
Yeah. Yeah, it just depends. And like you said, how lively the chat is, a lot of times dictate it. Okay, it's getting late for me.
Tongue twister.
Yeah. Yes, sir.
I'll get it out one of these times. Yeah. Yeah. Maybe I am tired. I don't know.
Yeah. Well, we showed our stuff. We did everything we wanted to do, and this has been great. I appreciate you coming on. Not only just coming on, but spending nearly 4 hours listening to the three knuckleheads here. So, and we've been wanting to get you on for a while too. And I was sitting here, I was trying to line up people, and I said, you know what, we got to reach out to Matt and see if we can get Matt on.
And I think the three gentlemen, or the two gentlemen here with me, Matt, your show, we've met friends through your show, just like we have with other shows, but especially we got to know a few people like Lurch. I didn't know Lurch until he was in the chat room with you guys.
Right.
And I think Byron might have been in the chat. I think Sam. There's a few other people that we've met.
People have come over,
and that's what it's all about, the community. And so meeting, just meeting new friends, especially you too. It's your show, and it was awesome to get to meet you in person last year, and can't wait for the 50th, and maybe something will come up before then.
Here it is.
There's the picture. Yes.
Because Pat and I showed your picture. We felt bad. We forgot.
We forgot about him because we were
like, oh shit, we missed it.
I love it.
We were highly intoxicated. We forgot. I'm like, oh shit, man, we missed the meetup.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, that's right. You guys were preoccupied. Had your hands full, I think, at that time.
Oh, hell yeah. But then we saw that. Wait, stop. We got to get a picture with Matt. Get a picture with Matt. And there's, of course, there's Lurch. There's Lurch. He's sitting there looking like he's picking Matt's pocket.
Daisies.
He's filling his wallet.
Right.
And Frank and Darren from the Slaughtered Lamb.
This is kind of fitting, though, that we're doing this, and it's exactly a year since
Isn't
we
that
were
wild?
all out there together in the same building doing the same thing. It is wild, that kind of fitting, I guess, that here we are and talking about all this stuff. And yeah, it's getting late here, but I mean, if there's anything I can talk for 4 hours about, it's this stuff. As you guys know, you've heard me yap on my channel. So if there's anything in the world, like any other subject, I probably couldn't even come up with this much content. But talking to people like you about stuff like this, this is not work. This is this is just fun and a pleasure.
Yeah,
It's
man.
awesome.
And for me personally, thanks for keeping Halloween alive on a daily, man. I mean, on a weekly, I should say. It's real refreshing to know that I can tap into someone else's weirdness, because as you know, a lot of people kind of like, how are you into this shit? They don't understand, and I don't want them to understand. And that's what I love about this community.
Right.
Is that every Monday it's cool to kind of just, if you want to check it out, check it out. If not, you don't have to. But it's always that, it's the constant. So I appreciate your hard work. I know it's not easy showing up week after week, and I know, Pat does all the work behind the scenes. I show up and I, just show up. So I know the
We're
work
just
that
the
goes
fun
into
boys,
it.
Joe.
So I really, between you and Pat, I really appreciate y'all's hard work, and I appreciate you coming on the show, buddy. Thank you.
Oh man, well, I appreciate you saying that, and yeah, this has just been great. This has been fun. I've had a blast. I appreciate the invite and all the subject matter tonight, and yeah, this has been awesome.
Pat, so I just got a text. So of course they checked out to see who we're having on. My wife says, "Oh, that's my daughter saw Matt." It's like, that's the guy that Brett's watching, Daddy's watching when it's like, that's the Halloween Daily News now. My daughter even knows who you are, because I'm trying to get her to bed, and when I'm not responding, sometimes it's usually because I'm putting her to sleep. And then I fall asleep, and then I'm done touching. I fall asleep because I'm just so damn tired after it all. So.
I love it. Even the whole family knows Halloween Daily. I love it.
Yeah.
That's great. Beautiful.
All right,
this
guys.
Has been awesome, guys.
This is great. Thanks. And somewhere down in the future, we'll do something again. But definitely have you back.
Sure.
Anytime you want to come back, man. This is just a lot of fun. Looking forward to seeing you tomorrow night.
Yep.
I'll try to take a nappy pill when I get home from work, so I can stay up. Because I usually chat. They're like by midnight, I'm just like, I'm just freaking. I'll wake up in front of my computer and I'm like, oh shit, I gotta go to bed.
I have to go back and watch it the next morning. Sometimes
then I'll put it on the way to work, and
There's nothing wrong with that. Yeah, that works. That's perfectly fine. And yeah, don't be surprised if there's no breaking news tomorrow. If most of tomorrow night is recapping what we talked about here, because this has been great, and you guys have given me plenty to think about and discuss tomorrow night now too.
Now you can sleep on it.
That's right. And like we said, I might wake up tomorrow and all my rankings from tonight are completely the opposite tomorrow, and that might be.
Yeah, it's not going to be easy having to rewatch the show again because we're 4 hours. But
you have to watch it little by little.
Right. Yeah. Little taste here and there. Yeah.
All right.
And everybody, thanks for hanging in the chat with us tonight and sticking with us. We'll say our quick goodbyes right after, and we'll let Matt go. So
thanks again.
We'll see everybody on Sunday. Quick shameless. So remember, come back Tuesday night. Bill's going to hang with us. We're going to watch Trick or Treat live, and I tried to line up some people and keep things Halloween centric for the next month. So we actually have Matt from Mad Blood going to be hanging with us next Sunday night. He's going to be our guest, and we're going to discuss what did the David Gordon Green trilogy get right and what did they get wrong. So that should be pretty interesting. So it's going to be fun next week. And sticking with Halloween theme, the week after, our buddy who was here earlier, Davey Deathray, is going to hop on and do something I'm calling Halloween Stew. Let's cook up the ultimate Halloween movie. Take all the characters that we wanted, and who would we put in a movie, and how would you fit it all together?
Ooh.
So we got some fun stuff coming up. So for the month of Halloween, for our Halloween month, this is our time. Right. It's time. The planets are in alignment again. It's time.
Like, share, subscribe, ghouls and gals.
Yeah, like, comments, and Halloween. I mean, everybody here knows who Matt is, so make sure you go check out Halloween Daily News. Links in the description here, and we're going to catch up with Matt tomorrow night.
Awesome.
We'll all be red-eyed from staying up late tonight.
That's right. That's right. And we'll love it.
We're going to be dragging ass.
You can hang for 1 second. We'll see our quick goodbyes. Let you get out of here. And everybody, thanks.
Bye, everybody. Thank you.
Do the whole 9 yards, and we'll see everybody on Tuesday. Later.
Thanks, everybody.